We got PMIs at 9:45, and we got ISM at
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
there's
Yeah,
a
and
whole
ISM
bunch of
manufacturing.
The biggest one's
Dow
going to be the
Jones
ISM station.
Newswires on non-U.S. government, world government, industries general, honest global, world, regions, countries.
Power 8 o'clock.
A lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah, the biggest one's going to be at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna wait till after 10 o'clock. They could do some confusing stuff. Unless I'm in like one or two micros, which that then I'm not even going to consider that. Remember, you need to have these alerts over here up here on your screen. On an intraday basis, they're going to shift this market bullish if we eclipse this. Otherwise, it's in a sell side delivery program, like how I told you earlier, just to let you know. Otherwise, we're in a sell side delivery program until proven otherwise. Guys, guys, that video that I uploaded to Discord, that guy that holds the world record for 3 million, this is how he decides how to make 50, $100,000 plus in one trade and over the course of like 1, 2, 3 days. Because he identifies if we are essentially in a buy side delivery program on that day or on a multi-day time frame, and he scales his trades based off of that. So he buys, so like how I buy on like a red candle on like the 1 minute time frame, he will buy on a red candle that he think is bullish on a daily time frame, and then he'll just let this shit ride. That is all that he is doing, guys. He trades just like how I trade, but on like a larger time frame. At this point in time, it is the exact same thing. That's why I uploaded that video to the Knowledge and Community page for you to watch, because he will explain to you exactly what he's looking for. Hold on, I'm gonna go on mute for a minute. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back off mute. They're dumping this market. They're trying to confuse people. Looks like to me. Before the real move happens. Okay. Good morning, Nuke Waldy. What's up, Nuke? From TikTok. Reborn. What's going on? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? What's up, buddy? The sound in the background is a YouTube video. It allows you to well, it just allows calmness and stuff like that, and just rest and relaxation. Allow you to hopefully allow you to process thoughts and to think with a clearer head. You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't want to be trading with hey yo fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Because I'm
No,
brown.
definitely not.
In the
Definitely not.
background. Oh shit. You press that damn button, you the name bro started laughing. Reborn does. Yeah, bro, the name of this, I'll tell you. Never am I a gatekeeper. I won't waste my time, but I won't be a gatekeeper, I'll tell you. The name of the song is called Forex Trading Music 2025. Mix, boost, and focus, stay calm on YouTube. Forex Trading Music 2025. That's it. It's an account that has 336 subscribers. Yeah. Hey, man, you don't want to be blasting that. Yeah. Phantom said, yeah, definitely not. Yeah, man, yo, we'll be blasting that, man. Anyway, guys, let me get my journal together here. At the top of my journal, we got, well, the news just released, so I can't write that. I would normally write what's releasing at 9:45, but we already got that, right? I'm getting ready to take a look at it right now, as a matter of fact. So the PMI came in bullish, just to let you know, as of 1 minute ago. Good for the economy, but that doesn't mean anything. They could dump it, just to let you know. What else we got? Oh, okay. So we got ISM at 10. Guys, I'm writing down inside my journal with you. What the hell? ISM at 10 is on line 1. Line 2 is going to be line 2 is going to say this. Hold on. What's up with this mouse? I think it's my computer at this point in time. There's no way this mouse can be this wrong. Line 2 is going to be 950. Oh, let me move my mic closer. 950. 1050. 1150. 250. Macro. These are the excuses that I like to use to get into trades if I don't have nothing that's super ridiculously clear, right? Below that line, I'm going to write 1150 inverse, 1208 lunch sweep. Below that line, I'm going to put a bulletin point. I'm going to write 130, comma, and the 209 time hack. I'm going to skip a line, and I am then going to write Q's HVL. Going to do another line, SPY HVL. Another line, SPX HVL. Okay, so let's see what we got. Q's HVL. Okay, we're deep in positive HVL. Q's HVL it caught up. Market stabilized, just to let you know. 608. It's volatile like this because we got the trifecta. New daily, weekly, and monthly candle. Both are at HVLs with a comma. Both are at 608. So I'm going to write 608. Then I'm going to go over to SPY. And then I'm going to write, look at that. I'm going to refresh this here. Go over to SPY. I'm going to refresh this. What's the SPY? What's going on here? SPY, HVL put support. Okay, so both are at 678. We're in positive HVL slightly, ever so slightly. But still positive HVL nonetheless. Next, I'm going to go SPX. Where is this at? HVL here is 6745. 6745. The 0 DTE is at 6730. Okay, great. So what's this telling me? This is TradingView. This is TradingView, and I got my Apex prop firm accounts linked to the TradingView. Willie Carballo. Alrighty. Look at the ES. Okay, I thought I was tripping. I was going to say, look at them going in the opposite goddamn directions. No problem, brother. Alrighty. Do you trade 30 or strictly 100? I do NASDAQ 100 90% of the time. 10% of the time, I'll do ES. Like if it's just ridiculously juicy, and like if it's more favorable on ES, then I'll do ES. But NASDAQ, like 90 95% of the time, I'll do it. I don't trade US 30. I don't trade gold. I'm really really good at trading Nasdaq 100 and the ES one and the ES and the ES S&P 500 SPX same thing, all the same thing. Anyway, timestamp 950 macro. Can you look at 30 on the 1 hour? I cannot, Huncho. Unfortunately, I can't. You wanna know why I can't? Because I don't study that price action. So like even if I analyzed it, I would not be able to unfortunately give you some solid trade advice off of it. Now the concepts still work the same because I have a Discord member in here, who in the past has made like 300, 350,000 in a week, and he trades 30 because it goes on because it's it's like a runaway freight train. So, but me personally, nah. Um, I wouldn't be able to properly analyze that for you because I'm unsure of the behavior pattern behind it to give you solid, actionable setups that I feel confident in putting my name behind personally. I don't like to speak on things that I know and that I'm 100% confident and that I've back tested personally. Just to let you know. So I apologize. That's why, that's why explicitly, for the people that are new, that's why I can say stuff like this. I can give you a weekly time frame and I can give you a weeks in advance inside Discord, and you would know this. Also to note is if they push it in one direction Thursday and Friday and close in that direction, which is what they did on Friday, because of the lack of volume, then the ensuing move on Monday, the next normal trading day, will be engineered to fully retrace any significant progress made while the market was on autopilot. This is studying the behavioral pattern of the market of what's going on. I cannot do that with US 30 because I don't know what US 30 is going to do. But I can tell you what NQ and ES are going to do, like the back of my hand. I can do that. But this is what I know that I'm good at, and I'm going to stick to this because the people inside Discord, they'll have a week's heads up in regards to what the fuck is going on, and then they can make a shitload of money doing this once they begin to devise an actionable strategy that makes sense around whatever it is that makes sense to them in their brain. But I'm going to give them shit like this a 4, 5, sometimes a week in advance, as you can see. And this is timestamp. This is not something I just edited today. This is timestamp a week ago. I know what I'm good at. I don't know. I don't like to be a jack of all trades. Just to let you know. Bullish. Guys, remember what I said about them taking us out over here inside the pre-market trading plan? Looks to me as though this is where they're trying to go. They might shift to a buy-side delivery program on an intraday time frame. So we need to be looking at pullbacks. I'm going to wait another 7 more minutes for this news to release here. It's 950 macro is proven to be bullish. This clearly looks to me as though what they're potentially targeting. This alert here that we have. Did they close above this? They did. They inversed this. Okay. Oh. Look at the bullish. Okay, what we got? Hold on. All right, guys. By the way, guys, heads up. Um, I I have to log off at 1:30 today, so I will not be going until 4 today, like how I normally do. I have a doctor's appointment to go to. Somebody says Nvidia's down. Somebody said that. Look at that. They popped it. Bullish. Bullish. Remember what I said about this here. There's a reason why they didn't do that. There's a reason. There's a reason, guys. Look at this squeeze. I got about 6 or 7 more minutes here. Equal highs? Where at? Why don't you say something, Chilo? There was equal highs? Where? Where were there equal highs at? That you did not mention, sir. Where? 5 minute time frame. Hmm. Where? Lower high and equal high. Where? Oh, those were relatively equal. Oh, okay. Okay. They weren't perfectly equal. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Relatively equal. Okay. You were targeting this. Okay. That makes sense. Good trade, Chilo. Good job. Yeah. Good trade. Bullish. Hmm. Chilo's been killing it lately. Good job. Let's stay focused. Guys, if you guys, this is why this is not an alert service inside here. If you see something like this that makes sense to you, like how you see right here with Chilo, guys, take it. And as long as you manage your risk and you do this, hey, take it. Why not? See that? See what he did? Great trade. That's a great trade. He saw what he saw. Chilo loves equal highs and equal lows. Great trade. You got to take that. He took it, as you can see. Great trade. Hmm. You're bullish already? No. On an intraday time frame, somewhat, possibly, yes, because we took out this right over here. We shifted market structure. That was that alert that I told Discord to have on their screen. Um, but overall, in the general picture, what I'm expecting is what I sent out a few days. Is what I sent out a week ago. I'm expecting them this Monday. The move will be engineered to fully retrace any significant progress made while the market was on autopilot. And then if we're reviewing the plan, the pre-market plan that I sent out today, this market's trapped between two zones. But I'm not going to explain that because you need to be inside at 10 a.m. in the morning. You need to be there. Um, but I'll what else? What else? This is what I'm thinking though. Excuse me. Let's see what I got. Mm, hmm. Oh, one thing that I did not mention was this. I did not mention this alert inside the pre-market plan. I apologize. Let me discuss that right now for Discord. You also need to have this alert over here on your screen right here, 678350, and I put the word watch it on there as well. What that means is now at the time, like I wanted to see like if like depending on like if we swept this here in the manner that we swept it in, that would determine if we were going to bounce up in here and then do what we're getting ready to do here, or if they were getting ready to do it, or like if they want to come down here to then fill this major objective. Guys, they haven't completed not one major objective, just to let you know. I don't care what they're showing you. No major objective has been completed. Look at that volume of balance. Nothing has been completed. It's 10 o'clock. That's what that was. Okay, that makes sense. Dead awake. We swept these internals here and we're bouncing off just off the pure bone strength of these internals. I, I wanted to see us sweep this and then do the same thing up in here. But this market is so bullish that we didn't even get there. Let's watch this. News kind of cooked. What you mean, Chilo? Let's see. Chilo says news is kind of cooked. Ooh. ISM came in at 48.2. Expected was 49. Slightly, it's like basically in line almost. Slightly underwhelming. I mean, it could be taken either way. The prices came in at 58.5, which and expectation was 59.5, which means that inflation came lower. Right. So the forecast was for 59.5. The expectation, so like you need to be looking at it, trying to interpret the data based off of the forecast. It went up by zero point 0.5 versus last month, versus the last release. However, it came in far lower than the expectations. Guys, this is a mixed bag report, meaning what? They could do anything. They're living up for interpretation. We don't know what they're getting ready to do. It is a mixed bag. Chilo says very, very mixed. Yes, they could do anything at this point in time. Let me double check this and make sure this trade copy over here is working.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled.
I'm only trying to make $50 off this, just to let you know. Okay, what we got? Did we inverse this 15-minute Bissy here? Yeah, we did. I mean, the Sibby? Yeah, we did. And this. Okay. We took this out buy side delivery program. Until proven otherwise. Excuse me. Guys, this market is fully bullish, as in like in the immediate term, until we take out 25,209. This is simple market structure dynamics. Why so is that the case? Because look at this. We came here, went here, and then we eclipsed this and then made at a minimum, a higher high. We could do shit like this and this market still be bullish. This is just simple market structure dynamics. We need to stop making trading complicated, and we need to make it very simple. It is going to be complicated in the beginning because you need to begin to understand. But all of that ICT stuff that you're learning, and the all of the ICT stuff that you're learning, and everything that you're learning, the the mentorships and all of those and all of that stuff, that that is necessary. That is a requirement in order for you to in order for you to build the psychology behind it. That's what you need to do, right? Um, but however, once you understand it, then you'll be able to simplify it. You'll be able to keep it simple to you in your brain. I'm not bullish until 21,150. What? What are you talking about? 21,150. What does that mean? You got to check those numbers again, Jeff. What do you mean you're not bullish to 21,150? What does that mean? Did you send that number out correctly? Because if we go to 2150, this market is Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm not bullish till 21.25, 150. He says. If we go to 25, 150, what would make you think that this market is bullish? It will be in a sell side delivery program. It will be bearish because we will be at the LOD. Why would you be bullish at the lowest part of the day? For what reason? You gotta let me know what you're seeing. Because if we're down in here, why would they not come down here and sweep this? Why would they not come to 25, 120, 118? Higher time frame narrative. Well, yeah. So, like how I said inside Discord, um, this is what I said too. I agree, but I don't think that it could stop there. This is what I told Discord right here. Market has flipped to a bullish buy side delivery program on a multi-day time frame. So I agree with you. Meaning as long as we hang out above 580.76 on the QQQ, this market is still bullish and will look to target 626.95 buy side liquidity into all-time high overshoot. So I actually agree with you, believe it or not. I think that even if we dump down into here, this market is bullish. But people don't understand that yet. I think that we were bullish when we eclipsed this. Why? Because we could do this. Overall, same thing. This market is bullish. In order for this market to seriously flip to a sell side delivery program on like a multi-day, multi-week time frame, we got to take out 580. Until then, dude, we're going to the all-time high. I don't care what anybody is telling you. Excuse me. Discord is still pulled up. Yeah. Until we take out 580. Why? Because when we eclipse this market can very well do this. It can come down to 590 if you 585 even and do this shit like this. Bullish. It was in a multi-day sell side delivery program of lower highs and lower lows like this. And when we dumped down into here, it was still the same thing. And when we started doing this and we eclipsed this, it's now doing this. This is just simple market structure dynamics that most people are not looking at. When you're trying to keep shit simple, it's the same thing that they were doing down over here. Look, it's the same exact thing. Look. Same thing. Higher highs and higher lows. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's lock in. Timestamp 10:08. Maybe the dust has settled just enough. Maybe. Maybe not. Let me see. I think this market's still trying to wake up from the holiday. They churned a lot of people out, but this is to be expected. I expected this. I knew they was going to do this a week ago. On my soul, I did. Anyway, I'll be bullish at 28,975. You'll be bullish in price discovery mode, roofing. 28,975. You'll be bullish up here. $28,975. You'll be bullish of a 14% increase. I would hope so. I would hope you'll be bullish in price discovery mode. We'll be at the all-time high. I mean, shit. I would hope so. What's up, Tim? How's it going, brother? The same shit, yeah. Same old, same old. Morning. What's up, Pivot? Goat. I They're absolutely engineering liquidity. That's exactly what they're doing. I don't trade in a sideways market. I'll wait for them to choose a direction. I'm not going to sit here and guess what I think they're going to do. I get paid to react, not to predict. One thing I do know is that we popped this internal right here. We haven't even tapped to this 15-minute SIBI. So I don't know what they're getting ready to do. Because they haven't tapped to this 15-minute SIBI and I don't have a first presenting to even try and go opposite this market here, I'm not going to guess. We got this gap fill up here above head, but this market's trapped between these two zones here. Between here and here. We're in no man's land. What are you talking about, Roofing? You're giving numbers here. What numbers are you talking about? What are those numbers you're talking about, bro? 51, 259. What is that? I don't even think the US 30 is up there. I'm on big BTC. My bad. Yeah, I don't analyze Bitcoin.
That's a double top on QQQ.
Where? I had 1663. Yes, that is a double top. They're getting ready to eclipse. Likelihood that they do this right here at a minimum and then decide to do something else, I'd probably say about, until proven otherwise, I'd probably say about 90%. That is a perfect double top. And then they're hanging it out over here in the zone. High likelihood that they eclipse. I'm damn sure not going to do anything contrary to that. I'm not going to do anything contrary to that. Let me see here. Okay. The only reason why I went long this right now is because I don't really have any safety and I will be entering through time distortion here at this point in time. And I'll be buying the top of this HOD move, knowing that today is the day in order for them to engineer liquidity in the run sell side, to give up the entire move that they engineered on on Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday afternoon and Friday, because the market was on autopilot Wednesday and Friday. So I would actively be going against the pre-market trading plan that I personally sent out, and a double top. I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going long this with a double top above head and going against the pre-market trading plan. That doesn't make any sense to me. Made it about 1500, 845. Yep, calling it a day. Yep, I'm coming in. Tim, coming in. Good job. Tim made $1,500. Tim's one of the members inside Discord. Turning a quarter. Seriously turning a quarter on being profitable. Great job, Tim. We'll blow the horn for Tim. Tim, about 1,500. We'll blow the horn for my guy Tim. I'm coming in. Look, Vince McMahon. Guys, I got to do this a lot more often, so I apologize. Well, I don't really apologize. I'm being sarcastic. But I got to do this a lot more often for the people inside Discord. I got to come in because they're making a little bit too much money, and we got to stop them before they obviously hurt themselves. Why? Because we need to live to tell the story another day. See that eclipse? 90%. I told you. Bullish. Got to come in like Vince McMahon, like the CEO, and stop the whole operation. Great job. E, do you know how to make the chart on NinjaTrader to move freely left to right and up and down? You cannot. I don't think that you can. I seriously don't think that you can. What you can do is this, Chilo. So, like, if you look at my screen, look. If you come, so like, if I open up a chart over here, look at my screen, Chilo, real quick. Look. The new, where's the chart at? New chart. Okay. Look at this. Says I'm watching. Okay. So, like, if you move it like this, you can click the fixed scale to restore it to then move it back to where it normally was like this. So like it'll like adjust itself, but you can't move it like how TradingView does. I don't think that you can move it like how TradingView does. If anyone else trades on NinjaTrader, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think that you can move the NinjaTrader chart like how you can on TradingView. Like you can do this and like you can zoom in like this and like go to like the X. So like you're gonna have to go on like the X-axis yourself and like zoom in like this. Like so like you're gonna have to go here up, side to the side, left like this, down like this. But like it's not as free. It's fucked. Like it's not as free as TradingView. I don't think it's as free. I could be wrong. That's why I also don't like charting on NinjaTrader. I'd rather do TradingView. Anyway,
I think if you have a mouse, you can click and drag it around.
I got a mouse. What you mean? Click and drag it around. Yeah, that's what I did. I was doing that.
NinjaTrader.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull it up again.
At least that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah, hold on. Look at my screen. What you mean? What you mean a mouse? Click it and drag it around. Like this? That's what I've been doing. Like this?
Give me a second. I use my scroll ball to move it around. So
Oh.
1 second.
I think that what he's talking about is doing stuff like this. Like doing this and being able and like doing this. Like you can't go around in a circle. This is what I think he means. Like this. Look. I don't think that you can do this on NinjaTrader. You see this? You see how the entire screen is moving around in a circle? Yeah, Chilo says yes. Okay, yeah, good. He said that's what I
8
want.
point on QQQ.
Who?
Sorry, I said 8 point. That's an easy money right there.
Where? 8-point volume imbalance? Let's see. Close it. 68. Where? I don't see it. All right.
At least it shows on mine.
Oh, double refresh it. You gotta refresh it. You gotta click reload. Save it. Come over here, click save, and then click reload. NinjaTrader desktop. Hold control to move up and down, they say. I better not press control and this shit enter me into 10 minis. Let me see here. If I enter into 10 minis, I promise to God I'm gonna kill you, Chad. Control. Oh my God, it works. Oh my God, it works on NinjaTrader. Yo, he was correct. Chad. Yo. Oh wow. I'm a dinosaur. Chad has the cheat code, guys. This is why yo, look. So you can do the same thing. I knew that didn't make no sense. I knew they had to have done it. That's crazy, guys. Okay, there we go. You got to hold control to do it. That makes sense. Okay, so now NinjaTrader's chart is just as good as TradingView's. That was the reason why I wasn't trading on NinjaTrader. But then also they don't got the indicators. So like they don't got like the indicators on NinjaTrader, so let you know. But it's okay. You don't really need them.
They do have some of them actually. Luxago has them.
Really?
Yeah, if you go to the
Wow,
Luxago website, they
there
have
we
them
go.
there.
So you got everything you need. Everything you need is there. Wow, that's impressive. That was why.
What website was that?
Who?
The Luxago, the ones
Which
who
one?
use it on NinjaTrader, go to their website itself. They have it for Thinkorswim, TradingView, NinjaTrader, and I think Meta.
Yeah. And you should be able to customize that Lux algo in order to plot the FVGs here, like how I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could do it, NinjaTrader. I was
Same thing.
driving. I was going to say all you had to do was just use control, but I
Yeah. So they had just long story short, guys. Look, so they had just eclipsed this perfect double top over here on the Qs. I don't know what they're getting ready to do yet. They're still in this time distortion. We're at the same candle as we were 30 minutes ago at 9:55. Same as that candle. They've done nothing. They're confusing people. They're engineering liquidity, time distortion. I think they're about to shoot short. I think he meant shoot. You think they're about to shoot AC? I wonder. I wonder what they're getting ready to do. They could do anything in this reality, not dump. Oh. Mm. Only thing I don't like about this is this. They're making people feel safe with this. I don't necessarily like this. Like, I would like to see them do something like this and then do this. But yes, I still think that they're getting ready to go lower. That's the only thing I personally don't like. I think they're getting ready to go lower. But I just don't like this because my safe indicator is going off. And this right here is just too sweet. They either have to dump this with like ridiculous like velocity and like something like unforeseen that like scares and shakes out a lot of people in a manner to where like you should not be catching this falling knife kind of ordeal in order for me to seriously believe them. Like I gotta get like a god candle out of like nowhere in order for me to think, man, you know what? This right here is really not as safe as it seems. Like like they can't make you like participate here. They're showing this bull flag here, which is a fucking scam because this market's not going off of patterns. But I don't
There's a
think
double bottom, 7:30 and 9:30 on the 15-minute. Short term, at least, it looks like they're gonna come back down to run it and then maybe
double bottom.
make it
Where? What's the timestamp?
15 minutes, 7:30 and 9:30.
What the hell is that? Low. 210.75. Low. 209. Low. 209. Yeah, close. But these could be considered one inflection point because the candles are so close. It's not as super strong as if these were right here. But let me double check this. Let me go over to the NQ, which is the one that really matters. Man, my Thanksgiving was pretty good, man. I ate pretty good, man. What about yours, AC? Let's see here. Low. 209.25. So, yes. Relatively equal lows. Here. I think, what do I think? That's a 15-minute biscuit that just formed. Gotta mark that out. I think that they're trying to dump this market. But I just don't want to short this because I think they're starting to make people feel safe. That's the only thing I don't like about this. I don't want to be caught off sides here above head because I don't like doing anything that the majority of people are considering doing that don't know what the hell that they're doing. Even if even if what I know aligns with what they're doing, it makes me uneasy. I go, damn, am I tripping? Cortasia logged in and just randomly started saying, "What the hell happens there in chart?" Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but good morning. Hello. Hey, how are you? First off and foremost, good morning. You doing okay? How are you? Secondly, I'm unsure what the broken English means. Okay, good morning. Okay, good. So you are a human. You are a human behind that computer, behind that profile. Okay, good. All righty. Okay, good. Wanted to make sure. Just checking. Okay. Mm. If you're typing like that because that's your normal lingo, you're gonna have to let me know what region you're from, because then I can interpret that in a completely different way. Because I have Bahamian friends that type Bahamian and Jamaican friends that type completely different than my normal black friends. And obviously, so like I can know how to read it, so I can know what you're talking about. But like if you're just a normal person and you're typing like that, I'm a little bit confused. As in you're full blown American. And I also have Nigerian friends that type in English to where you would not even understand what they're talking about. But I have to read it in that voice to interpret it. So I don't know what you're saying with that question. I don't know what region you're from. Like my Nigerian friends be like no day something something, no day boom, so whatever I don't know. But I can interpret it once I know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. That's what you're saying. Anyway, I think they're trying to go lower. They're confusing people. They're goofing off over here. South American here. Okay. There we go. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Perfect. Look at that confusion. I personally think markets are about to flip back to rep. What do you mean, Wall Street Trapper? Done for the day, E, this 7-4 says. I hit both my targets for my funded and they auto-locked. Good job. We'll blow the horn for you, sir. Guys, 7-4 is starting to turn a quarter as far as being, where's my horn at? Right here. 7-4 is starting to turn the corner as far as being profitable, just to let you know. See? He's done for the day. Good job. He's trusting in whatever it is that he's back testing. You have that answer. As you can see, look. Guys, he's starting to turn the corner here, as you can see now. Guys, he's listening to what I'm saying. Guys, $250 to $500 a day consistently will change your life. I remember when he joined, he was unprofitable. I promise you, look, you can see it right here, look. Another day, $1,000. Find me $500 on this account, see? As you can tell. Guys, slowly but surely, I promise to God you will change your life from being inside here. You just got to listen and begin to incorporate. And once, guys, you really only need 2 or 3 things that make sense to you. That is my only job, to talk to you and to give you models that you can backtest yourself. And you need 2 at the most, 3 of those. There's dozens of them inside here, dozens upon dozens. Look what everyone else is saying. Loved in the consistency, Chilo. Chilo's turned the corner too. Insane, Mullah says. Stacking days. Proud of you, man. He says the 7-4. Absolutely, I says. He is showing the power of consistency, following instructions. It's working for him, and he's living to tell the story the next day. As in, he's not being greedy. He's going, man, you know what? I'm up $500 in one day. That's an honest day's work. I'll do the same thing tomorrow. And then something miraculous happens whenever you stack 2 or 3 of those months together. You'll randomly wake up with 40 or 50,000 in your account. I assure you. But you can't go tricking it all off, though. If you go tricking it all off, and something bad happens to the account, then you'll be at ground zero again. You got to start all over. You got to reinvest back into the business. Another success story. We got him all day coming. How long has he been here? The scammers are out. Who the fuck? NQ Cyber. Guys, stay away from the scammers. Stay away from the scammers. That dude actually has more followers than me. Probably an account he stole or hacked. Stay away from the scammers. Guys, I will never ask you for money or your information. And if you can't message me and say, hey, man, was that you that was messaging me? Like, guys, I live stream 5 days out of the week. Message me and ask me. I'll send you a voicemail message. Or you can ask me on live. The scammers will never go live. NQ Cyber. Scammer. They're coming out in full force now. The lion doesn't concern himself with employment. It's too tough. Sheila was a madman with those fight. Yeah, nah, he's a madman for sure. That's crazy, bro. Wow. We gotta walk out to that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Scammers. Stay away from them. I will never ask you for money. Remember, like how I always say, I will never ask you for money. The only thing that I've ever asked is that if you hold up your phone, you have to hold up your phone to the mirror. Remember, and your social security card and your government issued ID and your mother's maiden name must be written down in black Sharpie, and you have to take a selfie of it. If if I did not ask you for that, then it's not me. And your favorite pet's name and your favorite password. If if that wasn't, if you didn't get that message from me, motherfucker, it wasn't me. Otherwise, it's a scam. Photo ID is social security card too. Imagine somebody asking you for that and you agreed. There's people that do that, believe it or not. It's a joke, but it's true. Nah, I'm just joking. I'll never ask you for money. Don't do that. Why would I message you for? If I didn't tell you directly, hey, I am messaging you, I am not going to text you. Why would I do that? You need to check the username too. Don't be fooled. We had a member inside the community get scammed with that shit. He sent somebody like $1,200, $1,500. For real. They're confusing people. Is that a volume balance I see? Five-point volume balance I spy on my little eye. I don't know what these people over here are trying to do. This market's still on autopilot. They're goofing around here. There's closed. 616.05. It's a 5-6. It's a 6-point volume balance right here. What are these people trying to do? We just tapped this 15-minute BISI just now. Are we getting ready to go higher? Or are they getting ready to shake, dump, and flash people out and then go higher? They've been pulling this market back now on somewhat of a decent note. Remember what I said about the line in the sand, like being like right around this zone for this market to flip to bearish or to bullish, just to let you know. I think that this market might start to bounce at least up into the zone here. This is not giving me characteristics that they're getting ready to just shit dump this. Look at this market. It's hanging on by a thread. Oh, wait, they haven't flashed this VWAP here. Why wouldn't they come up here to fill this volume balance, though? Based off of, look at this pullback on the SPY here. Why would they not at least bounce this on up here into the zone here? What are these people trying to do? Are we in no man's land? They're confusing people. Why would they not flash this VWAP too? I got a lot of questions. They're doing a lot of things that I don't like. They're not creating any imbalances here. This market's essentially on autopilot. If I long this right now, I would be guessing because they didn't pull it back into this 1, 5, and 1 minute BISI cluster here. I don't like that. They didn't flash the VWAP and tap into this yet. See that? Holy shite! What was that? Look at that. Close 614.98. Holy shite! That's an 8-point volume balance right there. Put an alert there. VIX at 17. Oh, VIX is up 10%, going up. Yep. Did we just cross the HVL level that I'm not aware of? 678. Oh, we're getting close to it. Yeah, you better watch this. You better watch this right here. You better watch this HVL. It's hardly hidden, like it's barely visible because I really don't trade that. I really don't trade using that. That's more so like it's an indicator, which is what indicators should be. It should indicate something to you. You should not be trading off of it, strictly off of it. It's an indicator. It's an to indicate something to you, to then trade your normal system potentially, or to alert you. I'll be on alert here. That's why VIX is going up. We're getting closer to this right here. The closer we get to this, then the higher VIX is going to go. Why? High volatility level. What comes with increased volatility? Higher VIX. Volatility index, VIX. HVL, high volatility level. Negative HVL, buy orders. Buy orders met with buy orders. Sell orders met with sell orders. Higher volatility. Deep positive HVL, buy orders met with sell orders. Sell orders met with buy orders. Market volatility dried up, shrunk. Candles smaller. There's an 8-point volume balance. They might seriously bounce this off of this. They might seriously bounce this off of the top of that one on that thing. I might consider taking this long here on my soul. I might do this for real. Damn it. Did it? Hold on. There's an 8-point volume balance right here that I'm looking at right there. See that? They just came up and they just filled that. I was going to take that long just now, but I couldn't. See, look, I'm leaning back on my chair. So, like, see that? I'm leaning back on my chair, so I missed that trade just now. I was getting ready to take that.
I took that trade, E.
You did? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I was getting ready to take that trade just now and close it out on this candle close right here. But I missed it because I was being lazy and I was leaning back on my chair and I was talking. I was confused. I was lackluster. That right there was an excellent trade. You had a 1-5 and a 1 minute tap over here and an 8-point volume balance after flashing VWAP. I'm talking about for like a quick scout. But look. Guys, do you understand that market? Guys, look. Do you understand that was 150 ticks? Guys, one of those trades a day, do you understand that one of those trades a day off of 4 micros can net you $300? And you would just walk away from your screen off 4 micros? A setup like that? Do you understand that? Do you understand that, like, if you just understood these volume balances and, like, you align this, guys, screw it, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Guys, ICT gives me a headache, but it is necessary for you to understand. You need to process and overload your brain. That will give you the fundamentals of understanding because he will mold your brain. But, guys, 95%, not 95%, guys, about 80% of that shit is noise. It gives you a headache. Man, if you just simplify this shit like this and if you just take this to 100, 150 ticks, like 100 ticks off that to play that volume balance, bro, you be bank. You bank. Off 4 micros? Lord have mercy. They walked and they held your hand there. They even gave you a slight red candle to buy. See what I'm saying? Hold on, who did this? Oh, you know I took that, Chris says. Good, see what I'm saying? Great, guys. This is why this is not an alert service. Look, Chris took it inside Discord. Great job, Chris. Way to incorporate. Good job. Chilo took it. 1, 2 people took it. Congratulations to everybody who's profitable. Keep learning and paper trading for those who are just starting their journey. Absolutely, it will come to you. So we got Chilo, Chris, CC took it. Good job, CC. Proud of you, girl. Chris took it. Chilo, I like that entry. I took on that red candle. Exactly. Now you rinse and you repeat. I don't know what they could do. Made $200, the pivot says. Good job, the pivot. You know what I'm saying? You made $200 in like 60 seconds, bro. Nothing can beat that. No W2 can beat that once you begin to understand and you can implement. You manage your, you manage your risk to this or this. Man. Solid money. Solid money. Look at that bounce. They're getting ready to come here to this one up here above head. They're getting ready to come to this one now. That's what I seriously think in my brain. Until proven otherwise, why would they not come up here and shoot this and eclipse this? Remember what I said about this market being in a buy-side delivery program because we took out this high here. So you would be going off of that notion. And like worst case scenario, if hell froze over, if they dump this down in here, you know that you're wrong. Guys, they are trying to target this high here off of this buy side delivery program. Make no mistake about this. Remember what I said on an intraday basis, this market is bullish when we eclipse this here. It is trying to target buy side. They need to dump this on like a serious note in order for me to believe that they're not getting ready to go higher. I'm just being honest with you. Next is right here. Look at that. See that? You see how they was laying the cheese? That's why I didn't trust this pullback over here. That's why I was like, man, they're making people feel safe with this. And like they were starting to pull this back, and I was like, I don't like how they're doing that. That's why I said that. Look at that. They just eclipsed. Took it out. I can delete this. They filled that volume balance just now. Now they could do anything in this reality. I don't know what they're getting ready to do. I still think bullish until proven otherwise here. I think that this market is bullish at this point in time until we take out this low here. Until we take out 25,666, this market's going to start hunting buy side. This is on the table next into those 15-minute SIBI, just to let you know. So like if you wanted to long this right here, right now on this candle, this is a 1-to-1 trade. You can manage your risk to an inverse of this or to this low here. And this is a 1-to-1 trade right here. Top of this is 200 ticks. The bottom of this is a little bit less than 1-to-1. But if we shoot this, then we're going to come up into there. So about a 1-to-1, 250 to about 250. 1-to-1 trade as of right now. But the probability of it occurring to where they shoot this, I'd probably say is higher. It's about 60-40 as of right now. Why? Because we're in a buy side delivery program. This market's trying to hunt buy side. And we're bouncing from this 1 and 5 minute BIST cluster. But if you like a higher probability of setups, then don't take that. But this is a 1-to-1 trade right now that I'm looking at as of right now. But I'm not going to take that. I'm just outlining it for you right now before your very eyes. Probability that they do this, 60-40. I'd probably say. It's more tilted in the buy side favor because we're in the buy side delivery program. This market on intraday time frame is bullish. The reason why I say 40 is because they like to engineer it to where like they like to run sell side after going up in a straight line. Whenever the market is on autopilot the day before or a few days before. So I would be going against the pre-market trading plan. That's why it's not higher. If it was a normal day, I'd probably say about 75-25. Now I say 60-40. They're goofing off and the market's still on autopilot. Internals are probably the name of the game for today, until proven otherwise. We might get a random injection of volatility and like a random liquidation break out of nowhere. Best to be on alert. They're goofing around. Oh, excuse me. Discord was still up. Y'all didn't tell me. What the hell was going on with that? Full port longs. Hell no. You see, I don't trust this. I don't trust them. I'm not taking no long on those 60-40 shot. I'm not doing that. No chance. I don't trust these people. They could dump out of this. I'm not going to do that. I need more of an actionable setup and like a pullback like into this zone here. That's what I need personally. This trade was perfect. They flashed the VWAP and tapped into this 1 and this 5 and gave you this confirmation they were trying to go higher to then target this 8-point volume balance below. That was a perfect trade. I was just leaning back in my chair and I missed it. Otherwise, I swear to God, I would have pressed the button. I'm leaning back in my office chair talking. I was asleep. I was asleep. On my soul, I was asleep. Gotta get foot pedals for busting. All right. No cap. Hold on real quick, guys. I gotta go get some water real quick. Hold on. I'm back. Market is on autopilot. Rampant time distortion, AC. Rampant. The time distortion is running rampant. 1050 coming up. Yes, next excuse to get into a trade. Guys, times like this is when we could potentially begin to lean on the macros, guys, because then they'll start to inject volatility for the macros. They could activate the 1050 macro as of like 1 or 2 minutes ago for volatility, just to let you know. That's the next excuse potential. That's why I have that written on there in the event that they do shit like this. So like, as of right now, like I need to be looking at like the next potential draw on liquidity and like where I could potentially begin to manage my risk off of. Like, what do they have potentially in store? We're rejecting this 5 and this 15-minute SIBI right over here on ES right here. We go over to ES right here. ES has pulled back over here into the zone right here. And ES is rejecting this 15-minute SIBI here. So ES is rejecting this 1, 5, and 15 minutes should be here. We tapped this, we dumped. We tapped it, and now we're starting to go higher here. NQ is literally looking like it is trying to shoot, but we're in this time distortion here. If I long this right here, this can go against me because they could just flash dump this, and then they can come down here and like retest this. And there is no, at this point in time, there is no like averaging down to become a better loser in this scenario, because if they dump it down in here, they're gonna come down in here. So like I might as well cut that trade. Hola, nigga. So like I might as well like almost literally like almost like cut that trade. Like no joke. How are you? How are you, Nika? How are you? How are you? Took a long continuation. What are you managing your risk off, Chilo? What are you looking at to manage your risk off? Let me see. Let me see here. You manage your risk to what? Oh, this right here? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. To these highs. Okay, I see. The Chilo inside Discord took this trade right here. Okay, I see. He's managing his risk to this imbalance here in order to target the high of this. Bullish. Okay, I see what he's doing. Same, this is my TP. I might join that train with you. I might join that gravy train with you. Light size. I might do that. But however, I'm chasing. So the quality of the trade that they took is about like a B minus. The quality of the trade of me taking this is about a C minus. Why? Because the risk to reward is skewed. Buy side delivery program market is in. They're getting ready to shoot this. Next pullback, I'll consider entering. They're getting ready to shoot this. It's the 1050 macro, like how I said. This is the 1050 macro is the next excuse to get into the trade. As you can tell, it's starting to heat up a little bit, right? This is why I have this written. Excuse me. This is why I have this written down on my charts. It's starting to heat up. They're starting to shoot. Best to be on alert here. Guys, you can see the volume starting to increase now. You can see it. What is that? Is that a volume balance right there? I see. 4-point volume balance below. Look at that. You should be fully out now. Shit, I missed that trade, didn't I? I was getting ready to join the gravy train, but they didn't give me a chance. You see that? 1050 macro. Full TP hit, Chilo says. Good job, Chilo from Discord. Blow the horn for him and AC. Great job. Same. Good job. Great trade. Proud of you. Great job.
I caught that one too, bro.
Great trade. Good job, Shark. Blow the horn for Shark. Great job. Great job, guys. Come to the dark side. You missed it. We took to you. Yeah, I know I missed it. Damn. It's a little sluggish today, huh? What the hell is going on? Right on my mouth. Let me lock in. Good trade. I was getting ready to buy. Took it also, Ken says. Good job, Ken. I like that trade. Great job. Blow the horn. Pause. What went in your mouth? Blow the horn. I had to blow the horn, bro. That's a little party horn. Full TP hit. Good job. Great trade. We got to take what they're giving us, man. They're goofing around today. They're goofing around today. 1050 macro helped me close for the day. 1360 profit, he says. Guys, this is why you write down the macros. Because it'll be an excuse in order to further the agenda that you're talking about. That's why I told you what I was writing down. I write that down every single day. So if you feel like we're in a buy side delivery program and like we're just goofing off doing nothing, you need to be looking at that. You need to be looking at the next macro coming up. Specifically those ones that I told y'all. 13, 6, yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done. I'm coming in. You're done. Master Blaster. You're done, Master. You're done. You're cooked for the day. AC with the Marlon Waynes. Oh wow, what is that? Great trade. Wow. Way to reinvest into getting more accounts to keep on stacking up, AC. Good job. Yeah, Master Blaster. $1,400. Good job, sir. Send that out inside the profit train, if you will, fine, sir. And the profit train over here on the profit train channel, Master. Got to be proud of it. Got to be proud of your accomplishments. Good job, sir. Way to check into work today. You're done. Those the new funders from Top Step. Yeah, I see. I see you got to run those up too. We just swept this and we just touched this 15-minute Bissy here. I mean, this 15-minute Civi. Should I consider taking a short? I don't know. Timestamp 10:55. We just ran this up here to the upside. What we got? Oh, ES didn't eclipse this. I'll wait. I'll wait for ES to eclipse this and then tap into this and then I'll consider a short. I'll see what's going on up here into the zone. Any higher, they're going to reactivate. Any higher, they're going to activate this magnet up here. If they come up here into the zone right here, they're going to activate this magnet above it. Look at that. Best to be on alert. What they got going on, man? They're making me work extremely hard for this $50 I'm trying to make, huh? For this account. Guys, if I'm trying to make $50, I take the same trade as though I'm trying to make 500 or 5,000. I don't give a damn, as you can tell. But I am moving a little bit sluggish today. It's okay. Great job, Discord. Proud of y'all. There's a 4-point volume balance here. As though they might dump this down and they have to sweep in this liquidity. Got a slight little SMT, like they might shoot this up into here and then pull back. I'm a little bit cautious because why? Because ES has not eclipsed this, but NQ has. NQ is more bullish than ES right now. Like they might shoot this up into here and then consider pulling it back. Yeah. ES has not eclipsed this high yet. That's the only reason why I'm not considering taking this short to play this volume balance right here. That's why I'm not doing that. ES is lagging behind slightly. I think one of them is lying. And I think ES is lying. That's what I think. I think ES is going to eclipse this. That's what I think in my brain. I want to see ES Moon shoot this and shoot up in here, and then I'll consider taking a small short scalp. But I got to know that I'm going against this trend, and I got to manage it accordingly. I'm lagging behind. I've missed numerous trades here. I'll consider a short scalp if ES pops this. As you can tell right now, ES is trying to heat itself up, and NQ is trying to go lower slightly. The relative strength between the two is starting to flip cold. ES is trying to pop this. I'm going to wait. ES pops this. We shoot up here into this 15-minute Cibi. Give me some slight, like something like I'll consider taking a short scalp to the downside. But I can't overstay my welcome, and like I need to be trying to get my goal, which is 50 to 60 bucks. And then I'll put the Apex accounts on ice, and I got to go to a doctor's appointment at 1:30. Just to let you know. Well, I'm doing great, Nico. Doing great. Hanging in there. Taking it day by day. Day by day. They might want to shoot this to 618 on the Qs. They not shoot this to 618. Like flash this up in here or some shit. Scare some people out. This market was bullish. Confusing people. See that? I wonder. Has ES taken this out yet? No. I'll put an alert right here for them to pop this. That's what I'm waiting on. Chance that they pop this today, I'd probably say about 95 percentile. Until proven otherwise. What about right now? What you mean? Do they have to right now? Like they might pull us back because of the volume balance right here. Like they pull us back into here, QQQ is gonna drag ES lower and then they'll go higher. If they pull us back over into the zone, I'm gonna long this. Because this will be a relatively equal high here. It's not perfect, but it'll be close. And I still think they're gonna use one of these imbalances as fuel to go higher. I'm gonna play this trend that we're on. I'm not gonna go against the trend unless we go up in a straight line. When you start shoot up into a straight line into one of these imbalances, then like I'll play against the trend for like 35, 40 tick scalps. Or I'll go with the trend like when we shoot up and then we pull back and like we do something like this, but I just missed it over here. So like we pull back over into this zone again, I'll consider it. I'll double and dabble a little bit. Excuse me. I think they're trying to shoot higher. I think they're confusing people. They can fool others, but not me. Well, they sometimes fool me. Rarely. What happens? Anything can happen. I could press this button and Trump could start talking. I'll lose. Let's not be cocky. They're goofing off. They want to shoot this. They're masking their objective with this. They're trying to eclipse this. Yeah, I don't like whenever Trump starts talking. Market starts acting weird. I don't like him and I don't dislike him, but if you're on the wrong side and he's talking about those tariffs, oh my God, RIP to your account. It's gone. There's nothing you can do. There's no actionable strategy behind that. Or if you're in the trade and he starts talking, you're cooked. I am. Yeah, you're cooked. And the market starts doing that weird time distortion thing. There's nothing that can save you. There's no helping it. You might as well be an illegal fugitive criminal walking around with ICE patrolling. You might as well be an illegal fugitive. There's nothing you can. They are coming for you. You cooked. Let you have a murder warrant out in like Guatemala and you walking around in 2025 and they find you. Fuck. Your ass is going back. You're not gonna stay here. I'm gonna tell you that now. Your ass not gonna stay here. Have a murder warrant out there in Guatemala if you want to. Your ass going back.
He's talking about his MRI.
What? He's talking now?
Yeah, he made a post about his MRI. They were asking him about his MRI and his cognitive.
Scared me.
He said he aced his cognitive test, like picking out
talking about
animals.
a cognitive test for a while,
huh? Picking out
He been
animals.
shitting on Biden with that for the longest. I'm not gonna lie though. I do not think Biden was coherent. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I don't know what was going on with Biden, but he seriously started a serious mental decline over like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
That is like, he is not the same Biden that I saw 10 years ago. He's not.
He always
the same.
had like a stutter, a little stutter. Biden
He's always had that, but now
he's always had it.
Yeah, but it's been bad. Like over like the last 7 or 8 years, like
Too
he's been
old.
confused.
Too old. 80 years old. Too old to be president.
But him and Trump down at the same age, ain't they?
Yes, sir. Well, close. Yeah, yeah. Trump's like Biden's like 3 years older, I think.
Oh yeah. 3 years. Yeah. You're right. They're goofing around
Yeah,
over here.
Biden's 82. I think Trump's 79.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Biden was.
But you know he's being handled. You know he's not really doing anything. All his executive orders are just trash. You know they have to be okayed by Congress. You know? He can write as many as he wants. It's just toilet paper, you know.
Man, they're goofing around here at this level here. I don't like this. Like, are they getting ready to dump this out of this? I don't know what they're getting ready to do. They're goofing around here. Best to rinse and repeat and reanalyze here. This right here is exactly why I don't buy tops. This reason right here is exactly why like I don't buy the top and just try and get like 25 ticks because the risk to reward is skewed. They could do weird shit like this. Like, why would they not pop that? See what I'm saying? They're goofing around here.
They're setting up for 1150. They're gonna come down.
Yeah. There's this volume balance right here. This is what I was talking about. That's how this trade could hurt me. Like, I was like, if I long this right here, then they could come back and fill this volume balance right here. There's one right here. Close at 49, low 55 right here. This right here is what they're coming back for, to collect. Then they'll potentially take the ES higher. I don't know what they're getting ready to do. I consider a long in this area. I'll consider one. But I got to see how we react over here in the zone once we fill this volume balance. Like, I don't want to just catch this falling knife and buy the HOD on a day where I feel as though they're trying to hunt and purge sell side. I don't want to do that. They're going to fill this. They're going to come down here and fill this. They're getting ready to flash this. And then they'll bounce, potentially. Best to be on alert. They just filled that just now. They just filled that. What a trade, AC. Good job. Probably best to close. I don't want to catch this falling knife here. Is that another volume bounce that just created above head? 5 points right here above head. Best to watch it. Look at that. ES might seriously bounce from the zone. I wonder if I should long this here. I don't know. We just swept this over here. This feels kind of dangerous. If I long this, like they'll flash this. This feels kind of dangerous long in this shit. I don't trust these people. Like, I might get dumped on. I might get boofed on if I long this. I gotta watch this. They ruined my day. First day back from the holiday. She was laughing. For real, bro. Don't do it, Ian. I ain't gonna do that. Let it get to 11:20 something. Yeah. Yeah. I'm 40 minutes from safety. That's a long ass time. I might get boofed on. I wonder where I got that word from. I think they go a little lower. They set up the okie doke for 1150. Yeah. Be cautious. That 5-point volume balance is not strong enough in order for me to be blindly catching this knife here. Well, maybe manage my risk to this 1 minute imbalance here, maybe, for a potential bounce. Is that what I got? Maybe this here? Is that what I got, potentially? To then target this up here? Maybe that? Maybe take a stab at this? But if I'm wrong on this, then I'm wrong. Then, I can't add to this trade here. if I'm wrong on this, just to let you know. I cannot do that. I can't. So like if I loan this, then it is what it is. Like I gotta manage my risk to this and to this. And there is nothing else.
Order submitted.
I'll do it. And I'll go long and to then target this for 35 ticks to the upside. But that's all that I got.
Order filled.
Oh wow. Look at that. Oh wow. Look at that. Rinse and repeat now. That's all I got. I'm at my daily goal now. In and out. How many points? It's 35 ticks. I'm trying to get $50 for this Apex payout. Close. I'm trying to rinse and repeat these Apex accounts. Apex banned me from buying more accounts. So just to let you know. So this is all I got. So I have to be cautious with this. So what I'm trying to do with these Apex accounts is I'm trying to turn the $650 that I put inside Apex into $25,000. So I got to be cautious with this. I got to be cautious with this, just to let you know. I was willing to manage my risk to this and just look at that up here at the top. Jesus Christ. Sold at 25, 379.50. Damn, fuck. I would have took that loss. They look like they want to dump. Why you can't be greedy? Know what you're trying to get and get out. Look at that dump. Small little scalp because I'm going against what they're trying to do. Got to be cautious here. What's up, Prophetic Futures? Look at that dump. I probably would have given them another 60 seconds right over here, and I would have closed up this trade if this was going against me. I would have given them another 60 seconds to decide this. So then target that volume and balance up here above. This right here would have been my last line of saying this 1 minute busy here for this sequence. Why? Because this is what I think. I think that if this 1 minute busy right here doesn't hold, and like if they inverse this and if they come down into here, that they're going to come down here and flash this. So I don't want to turn that into a trade that's worse than it's meant to be. If this 1 minute busy right here holds, then they're going to do this. Just to let you know. So like this is like the last line. They're saying like the last of the Mohicans. That's why. Just to let you know. Oh my God, what was that? You see that? What is that? 616.60. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna dump. They're gonna dump. They're gonna dump. Oh shit. Yeah, you see that? See that? See that pullback? That was a 15-point volume balance right there that they just flashed. Whenever they do stuff like that, it tells me that they're really not trying to go higher at a minimum. At a minimum, they're going to come back and fill it just like how they did. I don't like that whenever I see stuff like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why? Because I said to myself, if they really wanted to go higher, why would they leave a 15-point volume balance like that? Why not just open it and then just green candle shoot it straight up? Just open it and don't print, don't wick it before the body forms. Don't like open up the body at like a random location like that. Why are you doing that for? That tells me they're not trying to go higher. That tells me they're getting ready to dump. I don't think that they're trying to go higher. Because why would they not just open it up here and then just do this? Why gap it up like that and then leave a 15-point volume balance to then weaken the market so they got to come lower? This is how I think. What did you teach on Sunday? I missed the free TikTok class. It's posted inside Discord. TikTok can listen in, Snoops. So like y'all can like listen in, but like it's really for like it's really for Discord. So like if you have a question, you can show up inside Discord and like you can ask the question, and like we primarily go over it. But like I live stream it on TikTok so that it's recorded. In the event that something weird happens, just like how it did. So YouTube started tripping out and YouTube did not record it. It cut it halfway through. So I had to download the video from TikTok. Thank God I was going live on TikTok. That's why I do that. And then I uploaded it to YouTube. But you can't watch the video on my YouTube channel. It's a private video. In order to access it, you have to be inside Discord. So you get 4 of those classes per month. So you get one-on-one instruction for $29, 4 of those, and the class is like 2.5 hours. Just to let you know. This is what we discussed. It was a great class, right over here, for everyone that missed it. Topics discussed. Formulation of the pre-market trading plan, which your only job is as a trader, how to develop your own model through back testing and risk management. Why buying on red and selling on green is important. Breakdown of the last trade from Wednesday using the power of the pre-market plan by the targeting of internals because of those current market conditions that we were in at that time. HVL levels explained and revisited. And then I put this in bold because it's the last point, and it was pretty important as well. All equally important, but you still get the point. Understanding the difference between real liquidity sweeps and determining if a reversal is imminent or not. First presented, external being swept, tying market structure shifts, MSS, into it, and average true range. I forgot to mention average true range, but irrelevant in that lesson. Importance of understanding you will not bottom tick / top tick every reversal. So get it out of our minds. Then pairing it with are there any immediate are there any near or immediate draws of liquidity? As in that Chilo starts to ask himself, which is what I ask, why wouldn't they come here? Which you hear me ask all the time, and then they do. Why wouldn't they do that? Or is it close enough that it makes sense? So why wouldn't they do that if it's close enough? Perfect double top and double bottoms indicator. The safe indicator, like, are they making people feel safe here? Should I be doing this? Is the question. Perfect hole numbers. Jagged edge, as in, did they cause a lot of destruction yet in order for me to think this is a serious reversal? Equals. Then I think we're going to reverse. Back test this and you let me know. And I promise you, if all of these are synced up, you'll be able to spot a reversal 95% of the time. That was explained in the class. So, because somebody was struggling with that inside Discord, so I outlined it. And that's inside the class for you to review. It was a great class last night. Why wouldn't you want to be inside here and get 4 free of these classes per month? And you can choose the topics about which you're confused on, and you can begin to implement immediately. And your P&L curve will immediately reverse. And then you too can be one of us inside here, making a shitload of money like this. You too can be this can be you too. Why wouldn't you? Look at that. You ever try Top Step? I might go to Top Step. I don't know. I might. Oh, I'm sorry. Here. I apologize. You too can be here. Sorry. Full TP hit. You see? Everybody inside here. Took it off. So okay, good. See? $1,400 today, Master Blaster says. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry. My apologies. Why wouldn't you want to begin to implement so that you can understand? Do you want an alert service? This is not an alert service. I will explain the market to you, but I'm not going to say, hey, press this button here, right now. And you don't know what's going on. I don't like speaking to people that don't know what's going on. Initially, sure, because everyone has to know. That's why the knowledge community page is there for you to begin to understand. That's why I do classes on the weekend every single week, because I want you to understand. But I don't want people that that want everything for nothing and like they just refuse to turn their brains on. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I'm not going to go Top Step. I apologize. I don't want to learn that. Yeah, I don't want to learn that platform. I'll choose somebody else. I forget that. Thanks for mentioning that, Michelle. So no, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I like Apex because I do eval instant pass with Apex, and I can get like almost like an unlimited amount. Not almost. I can get an unlimited amount of accounts with them. So like I don't trade the evals. For one, I can't do that with Top Step, and then two, I would have to learn that platform. I'm not going to do that. Thanks, Michelle, for mentioning that. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them. Master Blaster, crazy work. I might, I might go back to calling him Mister Blaster. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people might not know what that is. That is coming from a movie. Look at that. They're coming up here to this volume balance right here. You see this line that's saying I was talking about? Oh my goodness, they inversed it. Yeah, they're goofing around. They inversed it and they shot it up. Trying to come here now. The platform mimics TradingView, but they do have slippage. Yeah, I heard it mimics TradingView. Yeah. Gotta keep my eyes on it. I gotta ask AC. How's it? AC, you like Top Step? How many accounts you just 4. I got 4 left with Apex. 4. I got a shitload of other funded accounts though with Bullinox in them. I just haven't activated them. I get unlimited accounts. I'm not joking. I just got them just sitting over here just waiting to be activated.
Is there a double tap on NQ?
Is there a double tap on NQ? Let's see.
I mean, 2 of the candles.
No. Nope. I mean, maybe here. What's this? 419? No.
There's an equal high.
It's not perfect. Those are relatively equal. Equal high to me means exactly what it is. Like to the tick. Like equal. So like that indicator that you're looking at is showing relatively equal. Like these are like relatively equal. So like it'll mark it out. But like I want it to be like to the exact tick. Like that's when I start serious. But you know, if you have a model where you like to target relatively equal, then they still have a gravitational pull. Why? Because it still makes people feel safe. But just to let you know. But hey, I'm being a stickler. So, you know, I'm just being a stickler, like a tomato kind of ordeal. And I recognize that. Breath to breath type close. Those make me run after them. It's all right, it pays. But I like the other firms that use TradingView because now with Top Step, I got a chart on one screen with TradingView and then trades on another screen with Top Step. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that. I like being comfortable. You said Apex banned you or something? Yeah, they did. A while ago, as a matter of fact. I just know how to get around it. I'm just sick of the headaches. If you make, well, back then it used to be like if you make more than $250,000 or like 300,000 plus with them from like one login, then they will do that. Because why do they do that? He says, because what it is their risk team identifies you as a profitable trader, and so like it's not advantageous for them to keep on giving you evals. So like they won't ban you and say you can't trade because you're profitable. What they'll do is they'll say, hey, we're thinking about moving you to live. You can now purchase no more evaluations. And so you can't purchase more evaluations. You can't. So like when I try to like log in and like when I click the button to try and buy more evals, it won't let me. I promise to God, it won't let me. It's crazy. Like it refuses. It'll say, hey, you already have these, and like it won't let me. And then also in the top right hand corner it says no more evaluations allowed during review process. There is no review. Why does it have to be a review? I'm making money. What are you reviewing? I haven't done anything illegal. Stop it, just think about it. And then they'll send you an email and say, our risk team has identified you as a candidate. Dude, they'll have you in limbo for a year, 2 years. And if you send them messages, they won't respond. It used to be 250 to 300,000, but this most recent account that I got, it got banned after I eclipsed. It got banned after I probably got 60 to 70,000 from it. So like they're dropping it down. It appears. And over the last month and a half, I've withdrawn month and a half, 2 months, I withdrawn 11,500, 12,000 from it. So like I'm starting to pick the steam back up, and so they clip me as expected. It's okay. I know how to get around it, but I'm not going to discuss that. And you can, I can show you too, but I'm not going to talk about it on TikTok. They might be listening. It's just a headache. So I'm going to turn this little bit of money with Apex to try and get at least halfway to this 1K to this. Look at that. To try and get halfway to this 1K to this 50K challenge that I got right here inside Discord. See? See that bam me right here? I sent out the screenshot right here. See that? No more evals during review period. See that? That's what they'll attach to your account. They'll say no more evals. So I'm gonna turn this little bit of money into this 25,000, and I'm gonna cut this challenge here, and I'm gonna start another challenge from inside Discord with another firm. Maybe something that has an end of day trailing drawdown. I might do that. I don't know. I might do that. I turn $1,000 less than like 1,000. Well, 650 with Apex, but 600 with some other firms. But total in this challenge 1,250 and hopefully 25,000. That ain't bad. You can't even do that with crack cocaine. That ain't bad, to be honest. And stack, and then rinse and repeat and get more accounts. Here's what I'll do. I'll start a new challenge for the people inside here. Like, if you want to get on this journey, I'll do that. I'm gonna start it soon, and I'm gonna do it with another firm. I'm not gonna do Eval Instant Pass with this next one. I don't think. I don't want to cheat the process. Well, it's not cheating. As a matter of fact, it's not cheating. It's not. It's using everything to your advantage. So let me take that back. The prop firms be cheating too. Why we gotta play by the rules, and they don't? Thoughts on getting the 25 470? I really like TPT. Yeah, nah, Top Step is not. Take Profit is cool, man. Take Profit Trader is cool, man. Got a lot of traders there that use Take Profit and daily payouts. Really good. Really good. That's probably gonna be what I go with, that Take Profit. That's probably gonna be the next thing. Probably take 5,000 of that 25,000 from the payouts, hopefully, and then put it into Take Profit, something like that. And then like long one of these like reversals and like go break even or some shit and just let it ride into the sunset for like the rest of the day. I'll do that. Go long and like one of these reversals and like only in like TP out at like 500 or 1,000 ticks or so, and just rinse and repeat. Because it's end of day drawdown, so who cares if it goes up and goes against me? Catch one of those reversals on like 1 or 2 minis. Oh my goodness, you could cook. The daily payouts and end of day drawdown was most attractive for me. Yeah. Each firm has their own positives and benefits. They're goofing around. Marker's still asleep. They're confusing people here. What is going on? These people. I just say fool, man. They're goofing around, man. I'm telling you, they see they're goofing around, bro. I don't like this. How many payouts? How many days of the payout do I need to get to this payout here? I got $100, $100 more to this payout. $100, $100 more. I need. I gotta look, guys. Just a reminder. I gotta leave at 1:30. I got 2 more hours here. Got a doctor's appointment. TPT goes to intraday after the eval. It is not end of day. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, right. Thanks for mentioning that, Michelle, because I forgot. Which prop firm has end of day in the funded process? Is it only Top Step? Does anyone know? My funded futures. Oh, okay. My funded futures. Alpha has end of day. I might have to go with Alpha.
Take Profit has end of day, and then once you finish, it gives you the intraday up to 2100. Once you pass the buffer,
Right.
then it's static.
Yeah. See, so like that's so like that's kind of dangerous on that account. Why? Because well, Apex has the same thing. So like once you pass 2600, then it's static too. So it's still end of day trailing drawdown. So like you got to make almost like so you have to make 100% before it goes static. But like what I'm saying is so like you're not gonna have that confidence from like the beginning. So you have to change trading styles from the eval process to the see what they're doing? You see this here? You see what they're doing right here? See that? Bullish. See that? You see why I said, hey, why wouldn't they do this? See what I'm saying? I was like, why would they just leave this here? That's why I didn't believe them. See that? They just came back for it. Guys, if they're gonna do something like this that makes you feel safe, they're gonna reattack it later. You see that? Anyway, guys, you have to change your trading style. Because guys, you cannot trade an EOD account as you do a trailing drawdown. You cannot. You cannot. They are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. They're not. Just to let you know. I mean, you can like if you're like a serial scalper. So let me take that back. Like if you're a person that likes to max leverage and you're just trying to get 25, 30 ticks or so, then you could trade anything. To be for real, because you're a scalper, you don't care. But like they have like different rules and regulations that you have to adhere to. They're not the same thing. Because if you hold a trade and it goes up $3,000 or $4,000, and it goes against you 2,000, and you get stopped out in $2,000 in profit on a trailing drawdown account, you're only gonna have $500 to work with, even though you just made $2,000. You're gonna have $500 to work with. That is not a joke. Whereas on the end of the day trailing drawdown account, you're gonna have 2 bands to work with if you walk away that day. Your trading style will immediately have to change right after that trade. Immediately. So you cannot trade them the same. If you got one weird trade that you do on a trailing drawdown account, you're cooked. I'm being for real. You're cooked. Or you got to downsize. On the end of the day, hell no. You don't got to do that. On the end of the day drawdown account, you could literally get 10 break evens. Like you could literally time a reversal and get 10 break evens in a row and be up 5,000 break even, 5,000 break even, 5,000 break even, 5,000 break even. Because you managing your risk accordingly. And like on that and on that 10th one, the account shoot up like 10, 15,000 and you withdraw. You're not gonna be that lucky on a trailing drawdown. You're screwed. You're cooked on that first one. Cooked. They're on autopilot and they're goofing off. I think that they're trying to come here. I think that this makes people feel safe. I think they're getting ready to shoot this. on the ES, and then I think that the NQ is going to shoot too. That's what I think in my brain. Low key, they my fave if you can't follow the intraday shit. Yeah, absolutely. You have to make that shift in your brain to be able to distinguish the two. It is not easy. That is not something that's easy to adjust to. That shit is not simple, bro. On my soul, it's not. I've never tried intraday drawdown account though. I gotta try it. That 11:50, 11:30 train. I was in at 11:15. I was targeting a 5-minute Sibi and I was trailing my stop. I thought you said you were done, bro. Was that a demo account 7-4? I hope so. What are you doing? I thought you said account was locked. What are you doing, sir? Didn't I send out the Vince McMahon to you? What's going on? I know you hear my voice. What's going on, bro? What do you mean you was targeting that? I hope that was paper. Don't lie. If you was full pouring, say you was full pouring. Don't lie. What you doing trading that account, bro? I'm not gonna let this go until you respond. What are you doing, bro? Heavy on cannot trade END and intraday at the same. Nah, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot, Chilo. They'll screw you. Most of the people who trade TPT when they're trying to get the buffer, they full size, and then TP in place right away. Yeah. So someone took 15 minis with 25 ticks TP trying to get to the buffer zone done on a 150K account. Yeah. There's a dude in here that, bro, there's a dude in here that does that. Guys, that dude that made $30,000 that one day, the other day before, he does that. He scalps 15 minis. He told me. He said that. He literally said that inside here. So I'm not ousting him. It works for him. He listens to what I say, and he scalps 15 minis on a 150K account, and he made 30,000 on the like last Friday. He withdrew. He's that dude that I sent y'all that screenshot of that I told y'all about. Guys, there's people in here that's making like $25,000-$30,000 a day, and he don't even be speaking in here. He just randomly just be popping in sometimes, and he just be like, "Yeah, I tune in just to see if what you saying lines up with what I'm saying nowadays." I promise to God. And he was guys. And he said it. He was like, "Yeah, I wasn't profitable before I joined here," and he said he was like, "I made it now because of you," which means he was like, "Man, my life changed, bro." I promise you. Y'all seen it, so y'all know I'm not lying. His name, he was in the class last night. What's his name? Jay Wills. She loved Jay Wills. That's what he does. He'll look at one of these imbalances and he'll go 15 ticks. I'm sorry, 15 contracts for like 35 ticks. So it's like that's equivalent to like 150. What's this? What's going on with my keyboard die or something? What's going on with the keyboard? What the hell? Got this MX Master X keys. It's not working. Hold on. Yeah, this is what he'll do. So like he'll go 15, which is and so like he'll hit it for like 40 or 50 ticks, I'm assuming, and he'll make like $4,000, and like he'll do it like 5 or 6 times a day, I guess. I don't know what he's doing. But and then like once he gets a buffer, then like he'll go and profit. So like once he eclipses the buffer, meaning that like he really only needs to get like 3 or 4 of these trades correctly. Guys, this is what I'm assuming, guys, because I've devised a lot of different strategies before. So guys, like he'll do this, and like he just needs to hit on like on like 3 or 4 of these to get past the buffer, and then like he'll long it here, and then like once it goes into his favor on like the 3rd or 4th trade, then he'll go break even. Like he'll let it ride for like probably like 10 or 15,000 because it's end of day drawdown, I think. So like he's already created a buffer. So like that's all he's doing. So it's not a secret. So I'm hip to all of them. I still choose to do what to do what I do. That's literally what he's doing. That's what I would do if I. I'm not. That's not what I would do because I'm not doing that. but I understand it. That's an easy way to get on those prop firms' radar. What do you mean, Lucas? Get on their radar for what? You're already on their radar. What do you mean? What do you mean on their radar? What does being on the radar do? What do you mean? You need to elaborate on that. What do you mean by that? They're goofing off here with this objective, just to let you know. They're on autopilot, but they're trying to eclipse this. They're masking their objective here. I think they're lying, and I think they're trying to shoot. They're goofing off here. Mark it on autopilot. What do you mean on their radar, Lucas? Their radar for what? We're all on the radar. With those big payouts. Yeah. We all on their radar. I don't think Top Step gonna trip out too much with guys. The only firm that will literally like 80s like end you is Apex with the payouts. So like Top Step already has the rules written in place. So like I think if you make over like 5,000-10,000 with them or something like that, then they gonna move you live, something like that. My Fund of Future, same thing. Like they gonna move you live at like a certain point. So they gonna say the money that you made, we'll just move it to a live account. Like if you blow it, then you're screwed. But Apex, nah, you cooked. They not gonna move you live, and they not gonna give you a count. So like if you lose those evals you got, you're cooked with them. Unless you know how to get around it, of course, that's a different story. Oh, he says it's after 30 trading days of profit they move you live. Oh. So what happens if you have 30 days of trading profits making like $50? Will they put that money into a live account? Or does that have to be 30, like a certain threshold? Like why would they put, like, how much money do they put inside of a live account for you is the question on My Fund of Futures. 30 days of $150 minimum. Oh, okay. But let's just say like I withdraw all of the money before my 30th day. Then what do? I got to read up on those rules. Like what happens like if I'm like withdrawing it, and then like I make a withdrawal. Oh, 5 payouts. Oh, 5 payouts you can withdraw. Oh. So see that shoot? You see how they were masking their objective and they was really trying to go there this entire time? This ties to the lesson I was saying earlier. Do people feel safe? Guys, if people feel safe, then I don't think they're really trying to reverse this market. That's why last night's class was such a huge, huge teacher point. You need to review that lesson that I went over. Because if you're ever confused about market direction, you need to seriously, seriously understand that. All this aside. So like if you want to seriously begin to understand how to time market reversals and stuff like that, then on this weekend's class, ask me and then I'll revisit it again. And I will go over it with you. And I'll just rehash it if you want me to. But if not, then you need to review that lesson. It's posted there for a reason.
1150.
1150 macro coming up. Bullish. They just took this high out here. But if you're on their payouts, Lucas, if you're on their radar for the payouts, I don't think they're really going to penalize you too much. Apex is really the only one I've noticed, bro. But I still think they're the best prop firm, though. Because you can get richest the fastest from Apex. Yeah, AC says 0 to hero. Yeah, guys, the term is called 0 to hero. Guys, you can go from 0 to hero in like 2 months if you understand what you're doing with Apex. Like you can literally go from having like $500 to your name with Apex to in 2 months you having like 50 or 100,000 in liquid. In like a month, in like a month really, in a month and a half. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. That's what one of the students inside here did. I swear to God, he did that. He went from negative 7,000 in equity to having 100,000 in a month with Apex. And it fueled all of his other endeavors. it fueled him to then have the My Fund Futures account to then make 5 to 10,000, 5,000 on average a day or so, $5,000 to $6,000 a day. He went from zero to hero with the Apex. Now he still has a lot to learn. He's still learning, so I don't want to gas his head up. But what I'm saying is at this point in time, do you understand that he would have to go batshit insane in order for him to get back into the negatives? Like they would have to drag him into a room, like how most people think with the knowledge. Like people think like this is like hidden, and like inscribe it on his brain and just like etch it into his brain and give him a lobotomy in order for him to forget everything that he's now known from being a part of this community, in order for him to go backwards, which I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. Man, I finessed him. 90K is wild. I've taken out like 35K from My Fund Futures, 10K from TPT. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This shit right here is the shit that I'm talking about right here. See what I'm saying? And so he's still he's still withdrawing 10K a week from the Apex in cash. He just needs to make $50. But on those accounts, he's downsizing. He's only using like 1 or 2 micros. And I told him and I instructed him, if he loses one trade for that day, then he's done. Do not try and oversize. Why? Because he only needs to get $50 a day to secure to secure 10,000 every 5 days, every week worth of trading. And now in his other accounts, he can do that, but he knows that he has to exercise those rules. That's the importance of having a mentor that understands how to navigate the prop firm industry. So he listened, and now look, this is a guy that just started trading in like April or May, just to let you know. He just started trading. He's been with us since June or July. It took him, and then he demo traded for a month or month and a half, and he listened, and he stopped blowing up his accounts. Because I had to tell him from TikTok, bro, stop doing that. What are you doing? Just join. And he took a flyer, and he was like, well, I'm going to invest $40 to actually understand how to trade because I keep losing money anyway. So I might as well invest $40. And he joined us for a month, and he listened, and he demo traded, and it started to make sense. And he was like, holy shit, I see what's going on. And then he bought a year's membership for $300, for $220 for the Discord, and $100 for the Knowledge of Community page. And then in the following month after that, he then secured the payouts with Apex, $100,000, and then I sent him the instructions on what to do. It took him a month to go from zero to hero. From unprofitable to making $100,000 in liquid cash, it took him 1 month. And then he took those same skills, because if you could trade with Apex, you could trade with anybody. And then he went over to My Fund Futures, and then he went on a fucking heater, and he didn't lose in a month. It took him a month and a half to even take one loss. And he notated it and sent it all inside Discord. And now he trades his live cash account with My Fund Futures, and has daily payouts of 5,000 or so every now and then. Not every now and then, almost every day on average. It's zero to hero, but it all started with the Apex, like how I told him. It'll all start with the Apex. Yeah, I said, fuck it. Knowledge really is everything. It is. Guys, if you think that you're just going to master this trading here without the knowledge or without having a mentor, you possibly can, but it's going to be a lot harder. Why are you trying to do something like this and not have an instructor help you or guide you? Would you advise your children to do that? So if you wouldn't advise your children to do something like that, why would you do that? That's a solid question. Why would you? Would you advise your children to start driving without having an instructor, without listening to you or a driving instructor? Would you? Would you expect them to jump into traffic without having someone walk them through or show them the ropes? Because this is traffic right here. This is dangerous traffic. Like your life is on the line with these buttons. Your entire financial life and everything that you've built is on the line. Whatever
1150 macro.
1150 macro. Thank you for that mention. Man, they shot us up. We're up at the HOD for this 1150 macro. Best to watch. He literally an angel, no cap, who helps people basically for free. Takes mad time out of his day to explain your things, AC. I'll revisit that in a moment. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man, just trying to help people. I do go on rants, though. I gotta stop. But it's okay. It eats up time. Got another hour or so. Let me see here. 1150 macro zone. We're up here at the HOD. What's the next immediate draw on liquidity? We just inverse this. Shooting. What do we have here? We're up here at the HOD. We're to within 0.1% now filling this gap. If they go any higher for this macro, they're going to come here and fill this. They're going to come up here and fill this major objective. They either need to turn this 1150 macro bearish and then dump this here. If they do this for the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to think that they're making people feel safe again, just like how I said over here. And I'm going to think they're going to do this. That's what I'm going to think. They need to dump this here within the next 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes, I think, are going to be key. If they don't dump this down into here, then I'm going to think they're going to go higher. If they go sideways, if they start pulling this back into here, like sideways and pulling it back, I'm going to consider long in the 1208, 1210. That's what I'm thinking initially. Even though it's 1150 macro, I don't want to buy the HOD. The risk to reward is skewed. I don't really have anything up here until this. There's nothing really here. And I will be buying until 15-minute SIBI. But those are my personal rules. 1150 macro is bullish. I really don't have anything as far as like liquidity targets other than maybe this here. Other than 25,478 as far as an internal to target. So what? I really don't have much here. If I long this right here, they could very well pull us back and then inverse this. And I'm going to have to enter into risk management mode off of this. The quality of this trade, because of where we're at and because we're shooting up into this macro right now, is about a D+. Because you don't have really any meat on the bone here. Because they could find support at any one of these imbalances here. And then still turn this 1150 macro bullish here. I don't like it whenever they're shooting it up nonstop into the macro. They've shot this market up for 40 minutes straight with no pullback for 40 minutes. I don't like that. It skews the risk to reward. It sours the milk. I like trading 1150 macro whenever they're doing shit like this into the 1150. And like we stop it like here and it's like 1145, like 1146, 1147. And I got something like this like down here where like I can sort of kind of like dibble and dabble with. I don't like trading the 1150 macro whenever they do shit like this and just vertical, just squeeze it like this. Whenever they go up like this, like 550 ticks in a straight line essentially. Because this is just a sideways straight line right here. This is a straight line too, but this is a sideways straight line. There's no pullback. There's nothing here. I don't like that. I gotta watch this. Best to be on alert. They're goofing around. Cheeky little long I took with 6 cons, Everyday Hustle says. Good job, Everyday Hustle. I want to short this, but I don't trust the 1150 macro for a short scalp. I don't like this. It all started because of me. I thank God I met him, he says. Thank you, sir. Hold on real quick. I got to answer this phone call. Sorry, guys, I was on the phone with my brother. My brother's finally starting to listen to some of the things I'm telling him. I told him to hop his ass inside of a car and go over there to the local Walmart Plaza and start walking down the street and start applying for jobs. And he did it. He was like, man, I wish I would have taken this advice earlier. I've been telling him this for months. He's been unemployed. I was like, if you hungry, bro, start, man, put on a jacket and walk down the street and start applying for jobs. What you talking about, bro? You got to get out and you got to get to it, boy. Make no sense for you to be sitting at home playing video games all day. You trying to put some money in your pocket or not? What we say inside Discord? I'm sorry. I got distracted. That was my brother. No skin off my bones. I said fucking knowledge is everything. You're not going to care about $100 or whatever. You're not going to care. It's not even $100 a month. It's $100 every 3 months. You're not going to care. You're not going to care, bro. Guys, when this clicks and when you making $2,000 or $3,000 a day, you're not going to care about $29 a month. I swear to God, you're not. Right now, you might consider it, but you're not going to care. I know you're not. You're literally an angel, no cap. Who else helps people basically for free? Takes mad time out of his day to explain and show everything. No other trader doing that. I'll tell you that for sure. I listen to him. Thank you, sir, man. Let me give you a hug, sir. Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me. 100%. Thanks, man. That means a lot. 7-4. Hey, 7-4, bro. Stop, bro. No, bro. I'm not gonna give you a heart, bro. I was getting ready to heart that message, bro. Stop, bro. Did you not answer my question, bro? Why was you trading, bro, when you said you locked out that account, bro? You didn't hear me?
It was for the combine.
Oh, okay.
The funded are locked. The
Okay,
funded is locked.
good.
It was on a combine.
Good. Okay, good. All right, then. I'll give you a hug, brother. I was getting ready to say, you need to put him on trading. Nah, his brain is fucked. His brain is fucked. Another Reborn says, teach that man trading. Nope. He doesn't have the right mentality, dang. He doesn't. His mind is screwed. His mind is screwed. And also, guys, what it is, guys, I promise, guys, he sees how much money I make. I promise. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna send you this look. Hold on real quick. Guys, nobody's gonna be this transparent with you. Look, hold on. Guys, I obviously got like 7-8 bank guys. I got like 7-8 bank accounts. But guys, listen, look. I'm gonna just send you like one of my most recent statements. Guys, look, hold on. Hold on real quick. Guys, listen. If your mentality is not correct, guys, listen. If your mentality is not correct, there's nothing that you can do. Guys, listen. I am too close to home. You need to understand that. Guys, look at your screen. Guys, look. My brother knows how much money I make, but I'm his brother. Guys, look. Guys, this is one of the statements from one of my accounts. Guys, look. Guys, obviously you can see my name. Guys, I just took the screenshot like 1 minute ago. Guys, look, when I told you guys like that I average about 20 to 30,000 a month off trading and off my other investments, I was not lying to you. I don't lie. Look, I just sent you like one of my most recent guys. This is just one of my checking accounts. Can't see anything on the screen. Oh shit, my bad. Excuse me. Sorry, here we go. Look. Oh shit, excuse me. Discord disappeared. Look. My name is Eric. I'm not gonna lie to you. Guys, what it is I'm too close to home. Oh, you mean on the, oh no, it's right here. Look, you can see it right here. Obviously, I sent it on the side Discord. I can't pull it up on the internet because TikTok will ban me. Guys, listen, I'm too close to home. So like he looks at it and he goes, yo, that's just my big brother, bro. See what I'm saying? So like when I tell him things and like when I show him like, yo, like this is what you need to do, like it doesn't register in his mind. And so like he makes like so like guys like he does jobs where like he'll make like $9-10 an hour and like he'll only be employed for like a month or two. This is what I'm saying. So like guys like I promise you, like no joke, it's like I probably cleared like $60,000 to $70,000 this last month in profits. This is one of my checking accounts. And I don't like having money sitting inside of a checking account. I don't like that because it's useless. So what I'm saying is I sent you this just so that you can understand the gravity of the situation. He does not listen to what the fuck I say. His brain is fucking warped. So like it's too close to home. So like if I show him certain things, he's not gonna believe it. He's gonna be like, oh man, that's just my big brother, man. He's always around. So fuck it. Maybe next time. But like if someone else mentions something to him, then like it'll start to jot into his brain. But then also he has a messed up mentality to the point to where he cannot see past today. Why don't you open an account for him? Why would I have. I've tried that. He cannot see past today. He cannot. This is the lesson that I'm trying to get everyone to see past inside Discord. You need to be able to see past today. You need to be able to do that. I told him specifically, and I said, brother, because he doesn't have a car. So it's 45 degrees outside in Atlanta. And I told him, hop inside, catch an Uber. Because some people really, okay. Hold on.
I'm about to get this payout, E.
You better get the payout? Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I'm looking at the dashboard right now. It's going through all the steps.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's blow the horn. All right, guys, listen. Guys, my brother, guys, listen. Just so y'all don't think that like I just be handing shit out, guys, I don't hand shit out to nobody. Guys, I told my brother today, I said it's 43 degrees outside. Might be best that you bring that jacket I bought you. I bought him like $100 jacket, $150 jacket, so you were warm. He says, I bring my resume too. I said, also bring your headphones and beats so you can listen to music while you're walking. Sure, I will, he says. I says, I want you to go to Walmart and buy a folder because I printed off, because I edited his resume for him. And I printed off some resumes, and I told him to go from store to store. I said, if you are hungry, you need to start listening to what I'm telling you. Now he's starting to listen somewhat. And he just called me earlier, and he was like, man, you were right. The people were saying that filling it out online is not the same thing as coming in person, so maybe they can see me. And I spent $500 and I bought him some nice clothes. And he used to go from store to store and try to get employed. This is the first step in his journey. He needs to understand the importance of hard work. No one has taught him this. He's been sheltered. Now, he's a project baby from the hood. He is a hood rat demon. Like YN in every aspect. But he has been sheltered by a church mother. So, and then I sent them $50 in cash and I said, spend this on this. So I help him and I tell him what to do, but he just has to listen. So today he went out and he walked about 2 miles and went from store to store and turned in his resume. But this trading stuff is too far above his head. Like he can't see past the next day. And what I mean by that, and what I'm trying to show the students inside Discord, is that you have to, guys, everyone wants instant gratification. With this trading thing, I will give you the tools. You cannot, guys, you have to see past instant gratification. You have to say, man, you know what? I'm willing to learn for 3 to 4, maybe 5 or 6 months here doing this thing. That's all that I'm asking of you. And every single person that has done that, their lives have changed. You've seen it. You just saw the screenshots from inside Discord. At a minimum, you'll start to understand and turn profitable and stop losing money. And then add another 3 months on top of that, then you're gonna start making some serious money. And if you're not doing that, then dude, there's a problem. Then like we need to be, then you know what? Then I will personally mentor you. Like we gonna have some serious conversation, like one-on-one. Because I'm not just trying to just suck up your $29 a month while you in here. But you need to be able to see past tomorrow. See, it throws people for a loop whenever they say, hey, bro, like, how can I be one of those people inside Discord? Like, guys, you wouldn't believe out the wazoo how many messages I get saying, hey, man, who's that dude AC? And who's that? Hey, who are those people you're screenshotting that are making $5,000 to $10,000 a day? Hey, man, what I got to do in order to be like those people, man? What I got to do? Well, I'm going to tell you what you have to do. You have to read, like how I told them to do. You have to study the knowledge community page. You have to show up to the free classes. It's free. Once you're in here, it's free. Ask questions and then implement. And then this is the part that stumps the most people up. I say stop making money. I say put your money on ice and keep doing what you're normally doing as far as paying your bills. Because you have to be paying some kind of bills in order to be listening to my voice. I mean, you have to be. I mean, fuck. You have to have a cell phone or some kind of Wi-Fi, but if not, then shit, you over there at the library. So keep doing what you're doing in order to put money inside your pocket. And then this is the part that stumps people up. I say stop making money and demo trade. Learn first. That portion right there is the part to where my brother cannot comprehend. Yes, I am. I used to be homeless. I promise you, I am. I was born on the same projects my other brother was murdered on. Like, this is not a joke. I don't come from money. My father has never met his father. I've never seen my grandfather a day in my life, nor my other grandfather as well. I don't come from money. All my parents are poor, or they were. My dad's not anymore. He's retired at this point in time, but you still get the point. My father has never seen his father a day in his life. My father's from the South Bronx. My mother's from Charleston, South Carolina. Gutter baby. Everybody poor. Nobody got no money. I'm realistically like first generation college student. And I got lucky because I'm 6'9" and I can jump out the gym. And I had excellent coordination and I could play basketball. So I got lucky. And I had a ridiculous work ethic, and I don't stop whenever I understand something. But that's also because my brain is broken. So just to let you know, my brain is broken, and that's why I rigorously study. That's why, guys, my brain is broken to the point to where this is why I am able to send you heads up and shit like this a week in advance. Look at this. Look, you see this? Also to note, if they push it in one direction Thursday and Friday and close in that direction, which is what they did, you had this a week and a half, a week before delivered to your inbox. Then the ensuing move on Monday, the next normal trading day, which is today, will be engineered to fully retrace any significant progress made while the market was on autopilot. Guys, because I used to hate that I was losing. In order to be a high-level professional athlete, you have to hate to lose. I hated to lose. And I couldn't understand why I was losing, so I backtested it for years and years. So I'm just trying to save you the time, and I'm telling you what you need to do. But this gets back to the original point that I was making. My brother cannot see past tomorrow. He needs to work 8 hours to make $60 or $70 so that he can have the $60 or $70 in his hand, and he knows it's coming to his account. He can't say, man, you know what? I'm going to give someone some money. Listen, I won't even charge. This is my brother. But you know what? I'm going to listen to someone that clearly knows what the fuck they're talking about. But I'm going to listen to him and not be rewarded for a month, 2, at the most 3 months, which is 90 days, which is nothing. And then I will be able to then live an easier life. He cannot get past month 3. Sometimes he really can't even get past week 2. But it's understandable. My brother has a slight learning disability, so I like he's not retarded, but he has, but well, he has a slight learning disability, so he gets a check from the government as well. So like I must mention that my brother gets a check for $850 every single month from Social Security from the government. So like I might mention that. Excuse me. Yeah. I gotta watch that. So yeah, nah, he's not, but you still get the point. He knows he has a slight learning disability. So like he has a hard time learning concepts. But nevertheless, but most people are like that anyway. Y'all wanna get rich now. Y'all don't want to wait. Y'all don't want somebody to say, hey bro, I know you've been losing and like I know you're trying to figure this out, but just learn for like 2 or 3 months and then start to build up. And then I promise you within the year, you'll be making 2 or 3 times more what a doctor makes in like an hour or two. The proof is inside the pudding from the people inside here, just to let you know. Because it clearly works. Why? Because I'm doing it. I'm telling you. But he can't see past tomorrow. That is his problem, and that's the entire lesson for today. He cannot. And the question is guys, this story is not about my brother. Who gives a fuck about my brother? I'm being honest with you. Who gives a shit? This question is about you. Can you see past tomorrow? Can you see past 2 or 3 months from now? That's the entire lesson. Who gives a fuck about my brother? Who cares? Can you see past tomorrow, and does that story resonate with you? Do you keep on blowing up accounts because you're trying to get rich tomorrow or today? And then like you'll go on like a streak for like a week and like you'll lose it all? Because you over leverage and you're trying to get it all back, or you're trying to make a specific goal? Can you not stack days and show consistency? That's all of this market is. It's not anything crazy. 6'9", what the, yeah? You can look me up. My name is Eric Hamilton. Type in Eric Hamilton on basketball. You can look me up on Google, or you can click the link inside my bio and go to my Instagram. I'm not hiding. What's the best broker? It doesn't matter. They all the same. They're all the same. There's no difference. The only difference is whether or not that they let you use a specific platform. So whatever platform that you're trying to trade on, like if you're trying to use TradingView, then you need to choose one of these brokers over here that let you use TradingView. Other than that, they're all the same. Well, man, one broker charges $1.25 a contract, and the other charges $1.50, $1.70. Man, look, listen here. You're not gonna care about spending $1.25 or $1.50 or even $2 per contract if every time you press this button, you can make $500 to $1,000 minimum per trade. Minimum per trade, being conservative. You're not gonna give a damn. Why would you care about it costing you even $5 to enter and exit out of every single trade? Why would you care for? The only people that care about commissions are the people that take a shitload of trades and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So then they look at their account statement and they lost $10,000, but then they also gave $5,000 back in commissions. So they're down $15,000 in the hole. Those are the only people that care. Just to let you know. The people that's really making money and that's doing shit, they understand that there's a trade-off to everything. There is a trade-off to every single thing that goes on about in your life, whether you want to accept it or not. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what that was. Let me turn up my newswire. One that gets you in and out. Yeah, that's it. Guys, just as long as you press this button and it fills that order, who gives a damn? They're all the same. Now, if you're trying to trade stocks, I'd probably say the best stocks and options, the best platform is Charles Schwab because they bought out TD Ameritrade with a Thinkorswim. That user interface is insane once you understand it. I love it. Then I'd probably say maybe Interactive Brokers, maybe. As far as the platform, but other than that, they all the same. Ain't no difference. I passed 2BT evals, E. I'm now on my third up. $900 on for the day. Should I call it for the day, Reborn? Man, are you inside Discord, Reborn? I don't know. I don't know your squid. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. But if you're up $900 in a day, what I tell the people inside Discord is this. This is the notion that I give people. I'm not, brother. Okay. 12-weight lunch sweep is on. Yeah, that's exactly what that dumb was. That dumb was a 12-weight lunch sweep. That's all that was. That was a 12-weight lunch trip in order to tap into this Bissy right here. That's all that was. They did that. Perfect 12-weight lunch trip. That's exactly what that dump was. I just seen Chilo's message. That's exactly what that was verbatim. This is the question that I give Discord. This is the answer that I give them. I say, listen, because most people have had jobs. Guys, I've never worked a W-2 ever in my life. Not anything. Not even Apex is 1099, but not anything. I went from college basketball, flying charter, and all of those different things, flying private, traveling to China and playing for Team USA, doing all those different things. And when I was in high school, that was. When I was in high school, I went to China and did that, and then played college basketball at a really, really high level. And then I turned pro for a year or two. Not a year or two, about 2 years. And then, man, I had a devastating injury. Worse than Tyreek Hill. Way worse. And then I just stopped playing. But my career was going down the hill anyway before that. So I'm gonna be for real with you. I wasn't gonna make it to the league anyway because I started playing college ball at damn 25, 26 years old. I was cooked. They like people that are like 19, 20 years old. It's just that I just didn't know it at the time. I couldn't see my own right on the wall. But the injury actually helped me to pursue this even further. And then from there, I opened up my own private hedge fund. And then from the hedge fund, then I just started doing this because I was making way more money doing this and making more money on my own instead of making money for other people. So long story short, I said that not to brag because who gives a fuck? I said that to say this. I apologize if I sound very, if it comes across very blunt. So I apologize if I sound like, if the tone of my language and my verbiage shifts to, hey, that dude really doesn't know what he's talking about now. So I'm going to give you a very generic statement. I am assuming that if you go to a normal job and if you bust your ass and if you work a hard ass shift like 8 to 10 hours, if you clocked in and within the first hour you made $500, this is what I'm going to say, Reborn. If you clocked in and if you made $500, not even $900, let's just say you made $500 in the first 30 minutes or the first hour and a half of work, and your boss came up to you and tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, Reborn, we're going to pay you $500 here, sir. You can either take this $500 and then go home and go hang out with your family and go do whatever it is you were getting ready to do, go to the gym. I don't know what you do inside your spare time. I don't know. You could be digging inside your nose for all we care. I don't know. Who cares? Or you can stay over here at work. But if you stay over here at work, I can potentially take that $500 and you got to give me $500. Or you can maybe make a little bit more money. Which one would you choose? And he said, hey, man, no stress off my bones. Just take the money and run. Which one would you choose? Would you look at him like, he said, yeah, I just went on the eval. I locked out of my funded. So, okay. Still the same concept. Still the same concept. Which one would you choose? So, if you just made $900, yes, sir. So, if you just made $900 today, why not do the same thing tomorrow and then for 2 days in a row after this, and then you pass. And now you got the funded. Versus trying to go balls to the wall, pause, really, really redlining it, and then you lose the funded. Then you lose the eval. Same thing. Now, you can be a little bit more aggressive with the eval. I'm not saying be as conservative, but the point still remains. Why not live and tell the story the next day? Especially if you're up 4 or 5 times a normal man's salary. The consistency is what we're looking for. That's what I try and show people. Or try to. So what's the monthly cost? The monthly cost is $11 per month for the Knowledge of Community. I just saw that message. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring it. $11 per month and $29 for the Knowledge of Community page and $29 a month for the Discord. Well, hey man, why can't I get the normal page for man, the Discord? I want everything that comes with the Discord. Why I gotta pay $11 per month? Because I don't charge anything for the one-on-one mentorships, and I will give you almost an unlimited amount of time if I know you're serious to helping you succeed. I don't charge $5,000 a month. I cannot stop instruction to talk. You see how I've been on this rant here over like the last 45 minutes or so, and I haven't been looking for any trades? If I get to 100, 200 people inside here asking me questions and they don't know what the hell that they're talking about, I will not be able to make money for myself. So because that's the case, I have to compensate that. How do I compensate that? I know I charge you $2,500 a month for the services in here because it's damn sure worth it. If you ask the people in here that are making $5,000, $10,000 a day, guess what they're going to do? And I say, hey, guys, if I tell you, hey, I'm gonna charge you $2,500 a month for something, but listen, I promise you, you'll be able to make $5,000 to $10,000 a day. Would you do it? If you say no to that, you're batshit insane. AC's joking. Don't believe him. That's the AC's joking, guys. Listen, guys, that's the guy that's got. Guys, that's one of the guys inside Discord that's making $5,000 to $10,000 a day. That's him. So like he's just joking with you. Guys, he would do that in a heartbeat. You know why? Because he's withdrawing like 40, 50,000 a month. Why wouldn't you? If you oppose to that, then you have a scarcity mindset. So the answer to this is this. If it's $29, then if you don't have $29, you don't have $29. Just watch for free. But but this is what I do for a living every single day. I just showed you one of my bank statements. I'm not making no money off this goddamn community. I'm doing this to change people's lives. I promise you. We ain't got nothing but damn 150 people inside here at most, and most of them don't even be tuning in. That shit. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That is nothing. I'm being for real. So like you can see how many people's inside here when you join. You just gotta click the settings. I don't got a community where I got like 10,000 people inside here paying me $2,000 a month. This is not that. I make a living off trading and investing. That's what I do. So I don't want to change that. Someone can say, bro, well, who wouldn't want to make $2 or $3 million a month of Discord? That's the life. I'm gonna tell you why it's not the life. You wanna know why? Because I will then be compromised. I will be compromised if I'm gonna charge you $2,500 a month or for my services. You wanna know why? Because when you ask me a question, a serious question, you are seriously trying to change your life, I am liable to then feed you some bullshit. Or to be like, hey man, nah man, you know what? That set up a solid, keep doing that. Knowing goddamn well you shouldn't be doing that shit. Knowing goddamn well that don't make no sense. Or like if you on the edge and you like, hey man, I'm struggling, man. Man, I keep on trading these trend lines. Should I keep doing this? I might be liable to say, hey man, you know what? Just give it like another month or two. Why? Because I know another month or two means an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month from you. I mean, $5,000 to $10,000 from you. I might be liable to cater to you. Well, I'm gonna cater to you anyway, but in a way that's not beneficial to you. See, I'm not gonna do that with $29. You tripping? Boot. I haven't had to boot anybody, but you still get the point. I'll refund you your $29. I'll do that. That's the difference. Because for every person that goes away, you lose $2,500 to $5,000 a month in income. Almost everybody is going to be compromised. There's going to be a bias to that. I don't give a damn how much money you're making. You're going to feel 100 people disbanding from the Discord that's paying $2,500, $5,000 a month. You're going to feel that. Anyway, just to let you know. Just join Discord. No, I think you joined the Knowledge of Community page. It's 2 separate pages. Did you read the disclaimer? That's what I think you did, Mandy. Because I just saw that. It said Knowledge of Community page, new member. Discord is halfway down page 1. I'll send you the instructional video on how to join Discord, but like how I said, they're 2 separate pages. That was that rant I just went on. There are 2 separate pages, Mandy. So when you join, you still need to study and read up so that you can understand. And then once you understand that page, for sure the FEG Simplified playlist, then you can begin to process the profitable models. Guys, I got dozens of profitable models inside here that have been pack tested and proven over the course of like a decade or more. Just call my bluff on them. I swear to God, call my bluff on them. That's why the people inside Discord message me with the timestamps, and that's why you hear them say, yo, it's 11:50. Yo, it's 12:08. Because they know what that means. It's a back test and improvement model. But you cannot understand that if you don't understand the knowledge of community page. I cannot one-on-one teach that to you if you are not willing to read and to understand what I am looking at as a baseline understanding. You need to understand. I cannot instruct that during live trading. I trade for 6 hours a day, 7, 8 hours a day. I cannot do that. What did you say about 2,500? Oh, nah, I was just saying like I would be compromised if I was selling the courses for 2,500. That's why the pages are separate. You say you off? Yeah, man, I'm out here at 1:30. I got an hour left. Probably best I not do nothing stupid because they're goofing off here. Clearly, I might just use today as like one of those $50 days and then make the $50 tomorrow or something like that. I don't see any need to rush this. They're goofing off with this market here. This market is on autopilot still. They're goofing around. Maybe they'll wake up tomorrow. Hey man, how do I start day trading with $1,000? You don't. Mullahs, you're inside Discord. What you talking about? What do you mean? How do you start day trading with $1,000? You're inside here, Mullah. What you talking about, Mullah? Why don't you ask me that from inside Discord, Mullah? What you going on about, man? AC says, man, this time distortion is boring. Nothing going on. Yeah, nah, it's nothing. They're goofing around, bro. Is Chilo in this trade? Jesus Christ. E might get banned. Mullah, you inside Discord. What are you doing, Mullah? What are you talking about? How can you start trading with $1,000, Mullah? You don't. What you need to do, Mullah, is you need to continue to learn, and you need to do this. Hold on. I'm assuming you're on TikTok right now. So I'm going to show you the way on TikTok that you're inside Discord. You need to come over here, and you need to do some shit like this. You need to, like, invest into, like, a prop firm account and pass it and get one of those accounts to a payout. If you get one of those accounts to a payout, and if it costs you $150 to $200 to get one of these accounts, and you get it to one maximum payout, do you understand that you will have 15 to 20 extra? I mean, not 15. That you will have at minimum 10 to 15, almost 20 extra in your initial investment. That is how you grow small capital. But you have to know and you have to understand. Guys, you tell me what's easier for you to do. For you to take $650 from Apex, or $650 inside a cash account, and then turn it into $12,000, as in like you literally do a 20x, or 20 or 30x in real cash, or you get 2 payouts with the Apex across just 4 accounts. You tell me what's easier. And then you turn it into 12,000, and then like you can do shit like this, and then you can just coast to 25,000, like how I'm doing. Guys, I don't care about making a shitload of money every single. Guys, I care about the payouts and putting money inside the account. You tell me what's easier, or is it more than likely that what you'll do is you'll slightly over leverage because you're trying to make that money that same day on that live cash account, and because it's your live cash account, you'll be scared to cut it. And so you'll be in like 3 or 4 micros, and then you'll get like a God candle like this again, like you're trying to short this bear flag here, and you'll be in like 2 or 3 micros, and the market will shoot up 400 ticks against you. And let's just say you're playing a conservative with 2 micros, which ain't nothing for $1,000. Well, 3 ain't nothing. And the market go against you 400 ticks. And now you got $400 to play with. Now the maximum that you can enter on the next trade is like 1 or 2 micros. That ain't nothing. What's more than likely to happen? I'll tell you what's more than likely to happen. I'll tell you this is more than likely to happen. You are 1 bad trade away from not being able to trade that account. You can be 1 bad trade away on $1,000 cash account with 3 micros, which is nothing, and then blow up the guys. The account doesn't mean it goes to zero, mean blown. The account means it's blown as in the strategy and the way that you were trading on that account, you can no longer trade that account. If you were trading and normally making, guys, if you take $100,000 account and you drop it down to 5 or 10,000, that doesn't mean that doesn't mean like you don't got no money. That means it's blown. That means that instead of you normally entering into 20, 25 minis, you can now only do 3 or 4 minis. You're cooked. The account is blown. It's blown. As in, like, it's not the same anymore. It's blown up. It's not the same. Blown up doesn't mean it goes to zero. It can mean that, of course, but that's the most extreme case. Blown up means like, hey, what I was doing before, I can no longer do this on this account. That's what I, as a professional, high level, like as a professional trader, consider blown mean. Like the strategies I was doing before, I can no longer do on this account. I'm cooked. It's done. I got to do something else. Or I got to add more money to the account to then still trade my normal strategy. Blown. That's what that means to me. You cannot do that with $1,000. It's best to keep the money inside your pocket and to slowly compound with the props. What's the difference? Why not trade using somebody else's capital? Guys, if you can't trade using somebody else's capital, you really not going to be able to trade and make money on your own. What's the difference? What is the difference? What? You mean to tell me that the numbers is going to be moving differently? I mean, sure, you might be able to have a little bit more freedom, but if you're scared to make money, but if you're asking that question and you're unsure about making money, then you don't need no more freedom. You don't, because it's going to give you more freedom to lose. See what I'm saying? There's a difference. Guys, freedom should only come in mind whenever you've exercised the restraint beforehand. Let me rephrase that. You should only be looking for the freedom once you understand how to govern yourself and once you understand the route and the journey that's required. I'm not going to hand the keys to a Bugatti or a Lamborghini to a person that does not know how to drive. They're going to crash out and end themselves. I'm not going to do that. But you know what? I'll hand the keys to a Lamborghini or to a Ferrari to Dale Earnhardt Jr. He knows how to drive. He knows how to speed up and how to bend corners. He knows how to cross the road. He knows how to navigate safely. A guy like that will benefit from a live cash account, like if you're using the analogy. Hold on. I got to call my doctor's office. That's my alert. Hold on. Let me call and make sure this appointment's still on. Let me call these people. Start my rant. I got ADD, so I can keep going on for days. I'm tripping. Went out my damn mouth. They put me to sleep with this Marcus. What's the name of my doctor's office? It's called, oh, that's what it's called. Me bad. Okay. Let me call these people. Hold on. I'm going on mute. I tried calling them. They didn't answer the phone. I don't know. I guess I still got the appointment at 1:30. I'm still operating under there. I'm going to call them at like 1:20 though to double check. Yeah, I was on mute for a second. I had to call my doctor's office. I gotta log off at 1:30. Probably best when I do something stupid. Probably best I switch log out of this account. before I do something stupid or unadvised or ill-advised. Non-tradable symbol. What the hell does that mean? Why is that the case? What does that mean? Let's double check. Did I not pay my subscription? Did they cut my shit off? Oh, yeah, they did. They cut my shit off. They cut my shit off. There we go. Right back. Shit, they'll kick you out. They not like me. They not like me. If you struggling with some bills or something like that, just message me. I promise you, I'm not trying to make no money off you for real. I swear to God, I'm not. Like, hey man, my check don't come. Hey, it's the first, and my check doesn't come until the 5th, or my check doesn't come until the 8th or the 9th. Can I get can I get like an extension, man? Because I don't want to lose the Access Knowledge community page, or to the Discord, man. Because man, I'm starting to turn the corner. Man, I'm not gonna cut your shit off. Shit, I'll give you extra 2 weeks. I don't care. But anyone else, man, you saw that they cut my shit off. I had to go pay. I had to pay the $4. It was $4 to have access to the market for this account, for this demo account. They're goofing off over here, so I switched demo just to let you know. They're goofing around. They're goofing around, man. And I don't think personally. So, guys, this is one of the things that, like, guys, this is another lesson. This is one of the things that I use to govern myself. I ask myself and I say this, okay, how much time is left in this day? For me, that's 50 minutes. 20, 50 minutes. I have to be off this computer in 50 minutes. So I asked myself and I said, okay, so they're goofing off as of right now, and I don't see anything actual or no solid strategies going on. Like they're goofing around like this sideways bullish continuous squeeze time distortion thingy. I said to myself, under current market conditions, unless just randomly something random happens right now, if I were to take a trade right now, would I have enough time to wait patiently for an actionable strategy to present itself again in another solid setup so that I could potentially eat into that loss or to have one more good trade? And I for sure ask myself that if I'm green. Well, you should ask yourself that all the time. So damn sure if you're red too, because you don't want to turn a bad day worse. So I guess that applies in all scenarios then. That's what I asked myself. And the answer to that question is probably not. So like they're probably going to goof around like this for like another, up here at the HOD for like another, I don't know, probably like another 15 or 15, 20 minutes maybe. And then it's starting into 1 o'clock. Best case scenario, I see something like maybe like 1 o'clock on like the hourly candle open. Maybe they dump this or give me like a decent first presented or something like that. Or tap into one of these 15-minute bitches or pop this. I don't know. Then I'm really only looking at 20, 25 minutes of trade. Like if I take a trade and I lose, because anything can happen, I could take a trade right now and the market stop moving like I did on Thursday. I don't know. I could take a trade right now and TradingView crash. I don't know. but I am accepting unnecessary risk and opening myself up to the market unnecessarily. So I want to sort of kind of chill out, if that makes sense. So like that's what I'm thinking about. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. And the answer to that question is probably not. I don't think they're probably. I think the best case scenario here that they might use the bullshit, the one of the most BS macros that there is, the 1250 macro, which ain't really a macro to me. Or they might use the 1 o'clock hourly candle open in order to continue, like in order to do something. Otherwise, this market's just coasting. Or best case scenario, I'd probably say that they're going to use the 130 time hack in order to try to run this LRLR over here that they've engineered, like this here. Like they do this, and like it'll be like 130, and they tap into this, and then they give us like a first presented here, and then they decide to run this like this for 130. I'll check in a little bit later, but again, I got to be off at 130. It's like that's really all that I got in my back pocket. That's it. And then also they're squeezing this up here, and like they're goofing around here, and they're doing exactly what I said earlier. They're making people feel safe with this again. It's like I'm watching this on my other screen, and they're making people feel safe again. It's like guys, if they don't reject here, right now on this, they're gonna shoot us up into here, and they're gonna be so close to 683 that they're gonna do gap fill. And I'm not gonna short the HOD. I don't have enough time today to be goofing around with that. Oh yes, just knowledge page will join the other when I get through this info. Okay, great man. Take your time. Take your time. Manny, this is what I tell people though. You need to take a few days to study the first two playlists, Mandy. That's what you need to do. Hear me out and hear me well. Mandy, how you just joined the knowledge page and you not even following me? I just clicked on your profile just now. What is that? I could be a stranger. I could be a scammer. How you gonna know which one's the real one? What's going on, girl? I'm just teasing. Just being honest though. Now, okay, you follow me. Okay, good. He said, oops. Okay. I'm a comedian. I'm just joking. I'm just teasing. You're giving you a hard time. I give everybody a hard time. But now listen, look. Since you're here to look, this is what I'll tell you. Take a few days in order to understand it. That's fine. It's nothing but 11 knows. That's fine. Do that. What I would do is this. The largest value that you will gain from being inside here are the classes. Because you get 4 one-on-one. You see that green shoot right there? Look at that bullshit. Hold on. I got to make this pointer because they're going to do this gap fill. You're going to get 4 of those classes per month. Those are only available to the people inside Discord. So you're going to get 4 one-on-one mentorships per month. And the class is like 2 or 3 hours. So you need to study the knowledge community page to understand. And then whatever you don't understand that's not listed there, you need to ask those questions. And then we will go over those in class. And then if you miss that, you can still ask a question because if you're busy, I will still cover it. And then I will post it for you to review. That's what I would do. That's the biggest value for anyone trying to turn the corner or that's trying to make a huge step. The classes that are free, the mentorships that's free inside Discord once you're in here. That is going to drastically improve your knowledge base, showing up to that, and then studying the profitable models. They're going to do this gap fill today. This is bullish. See that? Guys, listen. This ties into the lesson that I said earlier. Remember what I said earlier. This is why you show up to the classes. Look, the class was right here inside Discord. Look, film review. Look. Understand the difference between real liquidity sweeps and determining if a reversal is imminent or not. If you showed up to the class yesterday and you had this question and you were listening, you would now understand what I'm talking about, or at least you'll be able to see it in real time. This is the question. Market structure shifts. We had a market structure shift. It was bullish. I told you this morning on an intraday time frame. So help me God, everyone inside Discord would tell me and say, bro, no, you didn't say that. Then pairing it with are there any immediate nears or draws on liquidity? Yes, yes, yes. Is it close enough to where it makes sense? It's now starting to make sense. They're close enough to this gap fill here. Perfect double top and perfect double bottoms. The safe indicator. I use that every single day. Are people feeling safe? If people feeling safe, then they're not going to reverse it. Why would they? And I'm not talking about, hey man, look, like I've been with you for like 2 or 3 months and I feel safe doing that. Well, that's because you're not thinking like the other 98% of other traders that are doing this. That's why. I'm talking about the 98% of people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do they feel safe? That's what I'm talking about. And a jagged edge indicator. That you can see it right there, the jagged edge indicator. This is not jagged edge. That's smooth. That's smooth. That's not jagged edge. So no, I don't think that they're going to reverse this. I think they're going to keep going higher. And now they're to the point now to where they're like, yo, like, does this make sense now? It's beginning to make sense somewhat. So I don't think that they're getting ready to reverse this until proven otherwise. So I'm not going to go contrary to this. Other people can keep buying shorts here. I'm not. I'll wait. I need something else. You get to implement from the lessons. Ask questions. That's the biggest value for anyone out probably is. Guys, if you're not making $5,000 to $10,000 a day, that's going to be the biggest value that you're going to get. And it's free for you. Because I will explain it to you. And then you get to review it because it will be recorded for you. And you know that that lesson is geared towards you, so it's going to make sense to you. If that makes sense. That is the biggest value from in here. Because when you join Discord, you still got to familiarize yourself with Discord because there's models inside here that's not on the Knowledge Community page. I didn't put everything that I know inside the Knowledge Community page. That's just the baseline understanding. That's why that page is only $11. You need to understand. Because whatever I'm speaking to you, you're not going to interpret it. Because this is like algebra, and the Knowledge Community page is like basic math. You're not going to understand algebra if you can't do 2 + 2 = 4. But it also gives you a baseline understanding. Because I don't know. You might not want to listen to what I'm talking about. So at least you only lose $11. And if you tripping hard enough, shit, fuck it. I'll refund you. Message me. I'll refund you $11. I don't care. We can still be best of friends from TikTok. No skin off my bones. If I'm charging you $5,000 a month or $2,500 a month, though, don't say hi to me. Do not say hi to me. You know what I could do with $5 a month per person? Don't say fucking hi to me. I'm serious. Don't say hi. Michelle might be laughing, or anybody else might start laughing. For real. It's like if y'all know I'm joking, yeah, but now don't say hi to me, please. You can do whatever you want to do with $11 or $29 a month. We can still be best of friends. Look at that, goofing around. These people are sick. They're goofing around here. Look at this. They tapped to this 15-minute Sibi here, and we're rejected from this 5 and this 15. I wonder if they're going to do this gap fill today and then do this. Remember what I said about this market is trapped between these two zones here? Between this and this. Look at that. That's starting not to look jagged edge. I mean, that's starting to look smooth. But they need to dump this. Like, if they come back up here and reattack this, then it's going to be smooth again. I don't like that. I don't like that. Got to keep it. Okay, so my appointment is today. Okay. Bullish. They're goofing around over here, man. This market's on autopilot, man. They're playing around with people's lunch money. They're goofing around. Look at that one Mississippi that was just formed. Shortness will probably be ill advised. Timestamp 12:52. Maybe short this. What? Maybe manage your risk to this. But like if they shoot this, then you know you're screwed. But this is the first stab where you could begin to take a stab at this to the upside. Just to let you know. I don't feel like shortness. I think they're goofing off. There's no volume here. There's no the volume doesn't matter. There's no volatility. They sucked it out of the market. There's nothing here. Like if I short this, like they could shoot this, and I'd be going against the trend too. That's not. Not even on a demo account would I do that. Well, bro, who cares? It's fake money. Why don't you do it? Well, because I like to build good habits, and I trade a demo account like I would my normal cash account. So when I take a loss on that account, I feel it the same way. There is no difference. What's the difference? I practice like how I play in a real game. Do you? They're goofing off here. Like if I short this right now, like what could I seriously target? What? Maybe this imbalance? Maybe going from 15-minute BISI to the inverse of this? Okay, let's see what this is right here. This is like, so what? We got a 3-to-1 R trade right now. We got a 3-to-1 R. Right now it's about 2.5 R. 1250 macro slight. What we got? They're shooting it up. We just took out this high here. I want to try and play this, and I'm gonna manage my risk to this, and I'm not gonna be willing to add. Hold on, let me go half size. I'm gonna short this over here on this next green candle, and I'm gonna manage my risk to this. This is about a 3-to-1 R trade, just to let you know. Damn it, it's starting to turn into like a 2 trade. Fuck, I'm getting ready to short this. On the next bounce, no wait, I'll short it because it's only 5 micros.
Order filled.
I'll short this and I'll be willing to add up into here on a bounce on up into here. Target here. This is about a 1-to-1 R trade. This is about a 1 R trade right here. Target, the inverse of this.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna be willing to add over here. This is not half size. This is about like 1/4 size. Target here. This previous imbalance that we had just inverse. 70-something ticks. If they bounce up into here, I'm going to re-add, just to let you know. And I am going to only add into this, and I want to cut this if this trade right here is wrong. I think this is all that we got here. The only reason why I'm taking this right here is because we had just swept this over here after making people feel safe. And we got this LR over here, and like they might run this. So they'll just inverse this as well. But I got to watch this. How can this go against me if they decide to do this gap fill here? And the relative strength on NQ is looking weak in comparison to ES because ES is trying to shoot and NQ is trying to go lower. They might run this for 70 ticks or so. I might be in this trade for 15, 20 minutes. I think that they're getting ready to possibly run this. If they dump this down in here and flash this, I'm going to go break even just to let you know. I think they were engineering this liquidity in order to potentially go lower. But I still think this market's still bullish overall. I got to be cautious. Do I have any other immediate draws on liquidity lower? What I got? They just tapped this just now. Why wouldn't they flash this? Break even now because well, can't go break even just yet. I would have been stopped out close. Yeah. If they come down here to this candle, yes, I'm going to go break even. I'm going to go break even. If they give me another push lower, I'm going to go break even. Oh, shit. I'm poking the bear on this. I am. But it's okay because I'm willing to add up here a little bit higher. Guys, I want to manage my risk to this on this trade. So I'm really not. So guys, I'm in like 1/3 size here. And guys, this right here is the line in the sand right here for this trade. And I think, guys, I actually feel pretty confident in this trade, to be honest with you. The only thing that I have higher above head is this volume imbalance. I mean, is this gap fill. But I'm unsure that they do that. This break and liquidation run right here is classic in order for them to break it up above here, stop making people feel safe, and then do some shit like this, and then target this VWAP here. That's what I'm playing off of, just to let you know. right here. Oh, break even now. Risk free. Hold on. Excuse me. Buy stop.
Order submitted.
They're getting ready to stop me out, just to let you know. But it's okay. They're getting ready to stop me out on this trade. But it's okay, it's risk free. If they shoot us up a little bit higher, then I'll reshort it. It's okay. But if you're in this trade and if you don't want to go break even right here, as I'm getting ready to stop out right now, then you need to be managing your risk to this imbalance over here. If they stop me out here on this trade here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna re-add up here into the zone. Just to let you know. This market's on autopilot, so I gotta change my trading approach a little bit. Did we sweep this? Is that a perfect double bottom? Low of 449. Low 4. Oh no. I'm gonna delete this buy.
Order canceled.
They're gonna they're gonna dump this. Because them doing this right here is telling me explicitly that like, so like them creating these relatively equal lows right here, I think they're gonna flash this and then come down into here. That's what I think. I'm willing to add up into the zone here. So I'm gonna delete that and I'm gonna add up into the zone here as this is coming up in here. That's what I'm gonna do. I changed that. I changed my mind. My TP right here, 25,444 even. That's my TP, 25,444. I want them to bounce up in here, then I will re-add for a slightly better entry. Hold on, let me double check that. Let me double check the NQ because that's the one that matters. 449. Well, 44975. Yeah, nah. I think they're getting ready to dump this. Them not eclipsing this low right here, like this right here, and then bounce like this is telling me that they want to flash this at a minimum, and then possibly come down in here. That's what I'm thinking. Did you add? No, I'm not. I'm not going to add anything more until we tap into this. I'm not going to re-add into this position until we do this. I'm not going to add anything more. I removed that stop over there on purpose because, guys, this market is very methodical. It does things that make sense. It's just that you have to understand what they're doing that makes sense. It's not going to make sense unless you understand it. Them not eclipsing this low right here and sweeping this and then bouncing this is clearly telling me that they're setting up this okie doke in order for them to flash this. And I think that at minimum, if they flash this, that they're going to at least come down into the zone here. That's why I removed that stop. Because I figured they were going to stop hunting me and then come here. So they're flashing it. So it's like if you want to be safe, then you could TP out here fully. If you want to be safe, what? Maybe scale out here. Like, let's do it like this. But I think that if they flash it, then they're going to come down into here, to be honest with you. Like, if you want to be safe, you can do this here fully. That's about 50 ticks on this trade here. They're getting ready to eclipse this, and then they'll consider bouncing. But what's the difference between this and this? What, being greedy and not being greedy?
Order filled.
See that? See that? They did that intentionally. That was the targeting of an internal. That was like a 55, 60 tick trade. That's why I removed that stop like that on purpose. Because I looked at those numbers and I looked and I was like, oh my goodness, they didn't take that out on purpose. They did not take out that internal. There's a reason why they didn't do that. Out. Now they could bounce it up into here and I could potentially re-add. We got a 1 and a 5. You see where I was out at? And I wasn't greedy? See that? So at a minimum, now I would go break even because they took out this small little internal here on this move up, on this leg higher here. They took out this internal here. So now I would go break even and I would probably get stopped out now. If that makes sense. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. They could do anything. You see that? You see that? You see how I just analyzed that? You see that bounce there? That's why you got to be out. Now look at them. They could do anything in this reality. I don't know. Let me delete this because we inverse this. But from here to here, how many ticks is that? 85 ticks, not bad. Guys, if I remove a stop, it's because I seriously see something and I'm like, yo, I don't believe them. I'm willing to add a little bit, yeah. If I do something like that. I don't remove stops randomly for no reason. I don't do that. I won't do that. I felt extremely confident when I saw that. I was like, oh my goodness. They're getting ready to flash this, at least, minimum. Why would they not? Now, like if they're gonna goof off or do some weird shit, I don't know what they're getting ready to do. They're not tapping into this 1 in 5 Mississippi. They could go lower. They could do anything. Can you do spy? Spy is the same thing as ES, man. About the same thing. What do you want me to do with spy? There's nothing here. Ollie Beans. Ollie Beans, how can I do spy? And why would you take any advice from me if you're not even following me? I don't care about the follow, but I'm just being honest with you. Don't take advice from people that you're not even willing to follow on the social media. Why would you do that? So anything that I tell you, you shouldn't you shouldn't take it seriously. Even if I do know what I'm talking about, which I clearly do. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I'm not going to take advice from somebody that has the ability in order for me to lose hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. If I can't even give them a follow, I'm not going to do that. That tells me that you're not even worth my time for me to follow you. So why would I take financial advice from you? Potential financial advice that can impact my life and my family's life. Why would I do that? I'm at least trying to give you a follow. But it's okay. Or like the video, something. Just being honest with you. Anyway, timestamp 103. Good trade. I was not being greedy, and I got out when we swept this internal here. Right here. Was not being greedy. I would have been stopped
Hey,
out because I would have went break even. Who's getting ready to say something?
E. Okay, you on a big run on the same trade. That's your 5th times in a row.
When?
That same trade you took. That's your 5th time taking that same trade, same time, every day.
Really?
Yes.
I have not noticed that. What is it? What? Just the target of like the internals on the short?
Yes, and you always took it after they do a run up, and it's always a short.
Yeah. 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 I love that. Guys, I love like a liquidation break to the upside and then them creating like a first presented after they've done a liquidation break. And like I like to target an internal. So like I'm taking this and like I'm not even doing it. Like I didn't even notice I was doing that. I didn't even notice that. That play got to have a 90% win rate, AC said. Rockley says, yeah. I didn't even notice I
I
was
think
doing
I think it's 90 or 100, if I'm not mistaken. The last time yeah, it's 90. I think the last time it did not work through was, I think you took it twice. You took it the first time and it worked, and the second time was when you took it and Trump was talking about
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember that. Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
can't do
think
nothing like
that's
that.
the one.
I can't do nothing like that. He says 100 is crazy, bro. It's AI. Yeah, nah, bro. I love, guys, I love like a liquidation break to the upside, and I'm stopping people out, and then I'm targeting like minimum like internals. Because like I'm willing to add up into a bounce in order to target an internal at a minimum. It looks to me, guys, like this market is starting to kind of shift its code a little bit. You can feel it. Is trading view down? No, it's not. It's working fine. Did you not just see that trade I just took? Guys, that was like 1/3, 1/4 size. Not bad for $133. Hey, man, who cares? It's $133, man. I felt confident in that trade. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to outline it to you. It is up to you in order for it to make sense to you, and then you can potentially take the same trade I take. I had a guy join here like over the weekend. And he was like, "Hey, man, can I just copy you?" And I told him no. I was like, "You can, bro, but this is not an alert service." I tell people this all the time. I swear to God. I tell people that all the time. I say I will outline the trades and I will make it make sense, and I will show you what I'm talking about. But you need to understand what I'm talking about. I am trying to teach you how to. I am going to teach you a skill that will change your life. Be willing to put in a little bit of work, please, so that you don't need me anymore. Guys, I don't want you to be dependent on me. Stop it. I don't want to keep, guys, I don't want to charge you $2,500 a month for the rest of your life for some weird alert service. And like when I log off, you and your family can't eat no more. No, no. I want you to learn something for the rest of your life and improve on what you already know for the rest of your life. And then if you want to hang out in here just to support the community because of the camaraderie that we built and and the family atmosphere that we have, and you have a solid community backing you and that's behind you, which I think every trader should have, then great. That's what I want. But nah, man, come on now. I promise I tell people that all the time. I get that a lot. Some of y'all might not believe me, but I'm for real. Uh, anyway, I was in a long of 5K and it liquidated me for no reason. How is that possible? Oh. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. You were in a long of 5K on Apex, right? How much did that trade go against you, Kyun? Kyun? How much did it go against you? How much did that trade go against you? That's why you trail stop loss. Also wasn't for no reason. Yeah, watch this. How much did it go against you? You were up 5K. How much did that trade go against you? The stream says thank you. It's the stream and Scream TV. Trading View, yeah, guys, this red Trading View gonna be down. Well, why do I have to use wealth charts to use Apex? You do not. Apex has wealth. They're going to promote wealth charts, but you can use Trade of 8 or Rhythmic. It's just that you personally bought the wealth charts one. I explicitly say inside the knowledge community page, do not buy wealth charts and do not buy Rhythmic. Get the Trade of 8, because Trade of 8 you can use Trading View. Well, you can still use Trading View with Rhythmic. It's just another step that you got to take. I know how to do that as well, but it's another step. But I can trade Rhythmic on Trading View, but Rhythmic is Rhythmic is shit. I don't like it. It lags and and they cut off sometimes. The fills aren't really as good as TradeOvate. My only option when purchasing the account was wealth charts. That's not true. That's not true. You just weren't paying attention. I promise you. They're not going to do that. That's not true. That's not true. I promise. It's just that you just weren't paying attention to it. If you scroll down, like all the way down, it'll show TradeOvate. You just weren't paying attention. It's okay, get rich with Jay. Yeah, Chilo says there's plenty of them. Yeah, I promise you. And I'm not trying to oust you, but you just weren't paying attention. It's okay. Yeah, Chilo said, yep. Chilo from Discord, yeah, he says there's 3 options. There's 3 options. I promise you. You just weren't paying attention. They all look the same, so you chose the closest one. That's why I said they're going to promote that. Because that's their platform. They want you to trade on that. They want the traffic to their platform so that they can eventually mark it up and sell it. It will increase the value of their company to private investors. So they had that as like the first, second, and damn near the third option. But if you scroll down, it's there. You see that confusion? Look at that. They could do anything now. Look at them goofing off. They're getting ready to do this gap fill here. They're back up here again. Let me delete this. You see this? They're back up here again, and they're making people, excuse me. You see this? They're back up here again. Even if they reject this right here, like if they come any higher again, they're going to make people feel safe again. See this? If they come to 68, 60 something, even if they reject it, they're going to make people feel safe. The closer that we get to this blue line right here, the more they're going to make people feel safe to short. And then that leads me to believe that they're going to shoot. The only reason why they're getting ready to pull this back right now is because it's a volume balance that I just saw this print just now. In the immediate term right here. Close at 82, lower this candle right here. I'm gonna close at 39, lower this candle right here. There's a 5-point volume balance here. So they might pull us back on like a 1 minute time frame and potentially go higher. Dang, I see it now. I was going right and not down. I told you. I knew it was there. What, did you buy it? Did you buy a wealth chart? Did you buy something that you didn't feel comfortable buying? Jay, I messed up. Is there a way I could connect the trade? Nope. Not wealth charts. Not wealth charts. You cannot. Why would you buy something that you don't feel comfortable buying, Jay? Why do that? I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to be laughing at your pain, but I'm just being honest. Why do that? Now you have to learn that weird ass platform and trade under those rules. You can't use none of the indicators. Nope. Cheeto says, got to get another one. Got it together with them. Oh, yeah, nah. Apex is not going to goof around. Like, they're not going to be like, yeah, we'll refund you your money so you can take our money that you just paid us to another platform. That's not ours. Nah, hell no, they're not going to do that. They're going to ignore you. Nine times out of 10, they're going to ignore you. They might do it if you haven't signed the documents. I don't know. Message them and see. Message them and see. It don't hurt to ask. Be like, hey, man, this thing was showing wealth charts. I thought, man, I clicked on the Tradeovate link, man. Hey, man, give me some credit. So, like, you have to know how to message them. You have to say, hey, I don't want the money back. Just give me credit on the account, and then I'll use that credit to then purchase a Tradeovate account through Apex. Say it like that. They might throw you a bone. They might throw you a bone. That's what I would do. There's a volume balance right here over here below, which is very rare for SPY. This is very rare for SPY. What about NQ? What's up, Sean? Gap fill on a Monday? Yeah, man. You see that bullish close? This market's trapped between these two. It has to make a decision. I told you that in the set of pre-market trading plan. I told you. Sorry, I was laughing at that text message. Just started I'm on one day from getting my first payout ever. Just started 2 months ago. Great job, Chris. Proud of you. Getting close, sir. Can't know if you're inside Discord or not, so I don't know if I'm gonna blow the horn for you. But I will tell you I'm proud of you though. The horn is reserved for the members inside Discord. But me wishing success on everybody is open to everybody because I want all of you to succeed, even if you're not inside here. That's what I want. Once I get my first payout, I'll join. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, driving instructor? Once I learn how to become a professional NASCAR driver, then I'll take my driving classes. What do you mean? But I'll keep on driving a car and really not know what I'm doing until then. And risking getting into accidents. I'll keep doing that. But once I learn how to drive, then I'll take the driving courses. I know. I'm just giving you a hard time, Chris. It still helped me, though. It'll still help me. I know, Chris. I'm just giving you a hard time, bro. Just teasing. I'm just joking, bro. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's it, bro. Bro, you know, just teasing, bro. I've been talking to you for weeks now, man. Come on, man. Giving you a hard time, bro. So okay. I said, okay. I know you're right. I know you're right. I'm just teasing, bro. Because most people think like that. I always be in here now. I know. I'm just giving you a hard time, bro. You see that volume balance? Did they feel it? No. What we got? Not how that works. You'll blow countless accounts thinking that way, Reborn says. Yeah. Yes, you will. That's why I said that. But he's one day from his payout. I hope he gets it. Because then that can fuel him to then take the other necessary steps. So I got my fingers crossed for Chris. He's been tuning in for a few weeks now. Great guy. Just confidence. That's it. Yeah. You got it. Needs a little bit of confidence. That's good. He needs to continue to stack days. He's there. He's almost there. Just started 2 months ago. That's impressive. That's impressive. It's impressive. I was running my own shit. I was running my own firm, and I had a financial degree. I didn't get my first payout with Apex. It took me like 4 months, like solid, like 3 or 4 months in order for me to like grasp it. I was blowing accounts left and right. I didn't know what I was doing. Man, I blew an account so fast. Look at that. See that? They just feel this. Man, I blew an account so fast. So look, that right there is why I don't long opposite of volume balances right there. That reason right there. That's why I don't do that shit. Because that's when they was trying to go lower. To at least come back and fill this. It allows you to see it to the future slightly. 9.5 times out of 10, 95% of the time, you'll be able to see it into the future accurately. Like if they create this, then I'm damn sure not gonna long this because I'm just be like, fuck no, they're just goofing around. They want to come back lower. Now they can go higher. You see how they make people feel safe? Now they can shoot. See this? They could do anything now. Timestamp 119. Look at the Lulu going up to the moon. I'm up 500 today. I'm probably done. No, you are done. You are done. And then you will save it for tomorrow. Then you'll get the payout. You need to care more about putting the money inside your pocket than you need to care about ego or trying to make $1,000 in a day. Stack days. Be consistent. Live to tell the story tomorrow. I'm not your mentor yet, but that's what I would tell you if he was inside here. I'll send the Vince McMahon out to you. Shut it down, WWE. I think they want to dump. They're on a trend line. They got this 130 macro coming up. I mean, this is not 130, 130 time act. And they've been engineering this. This looks prime. The only thing on as to why I would think they're not going to run this or dump this is because we are to within 0.1% of filling this gap in here. And we got this call resistance 0 to TE wall. And they're making people feel safe with this here. Hold on, is that what I think that is? 85350. 853. Holy shit, no, they're gonna shoot. No, hell no. That's a perfect double top. They're gonna shoot. Chances that they shoot this, I'd probably say 85%. Why would they just leave this perfect double top here like this? I'm not gonna do anything contrary to this. See that? They're goofing off. That's a perfect double top there. The only reason why they're not going to take out this is because of this time hack here. But I'm not gonna go. See, like they keep on doing things like that's just fully contrary to like what I believe in. So this time hack explicitly states that it's supposed to run shit like this, like right around this time here. Like they're supposed to do this. But they have a perfect draw on liquidity above head as in a perfect to the tick double top up here. So like it's giving me conflicting results that I don't like. If this wasn't perfect, then I would consider shortness at 130, like right around 130-ish. But no, I do nothing now. hey, just downloaded Robinhood, trying to get into stocks. What should I try to invest in? Okay. Nerfed original. Okay, great. I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I think. No problem. Welcome to the financial community. Great. Now, I'm gonna ask you a logical question here. If I told you something like garbage disposal coin, or if I gave you something groundbreaking, would you believe me? Or would you not believe me? The reason why I say that you should not believe anything that I say, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think you should listen to nothing I say. It's because you you haven't even liked the video and you're not even following me. So why would you take financial advice from somebody that, like, if I give you something that you're willing to put hundreds, if not thousands or tens of thousands of dollars behind it, why would you listen to any word that I have to say if you're not even following me? So I don't care about you following me, but I'm just trying to protect you. Don't take financial advice or potential financial advice, that is, or educational advice from people that you're not even willing to like their video or follow. Because that means that you potentially don't even give a damn about the content. If you don't give a damn about the content, you really shouldn't be giving a damn about their opinion. Just being honest. I used to fall victim to those people too. No more. I'm just trying to save you. Just being honest. And I don't even know if you're still listening to this or not. So I can't do that. That's why I don't instruct typically from TikTok. Because I don't know if you're tuned in, or or your girl's calling you about her nails or something, or the cell phone bill. And she on your ass, and you, hey man, can you repeat that again? And then I got to repeat it, and I got to stop instruction, and now I'm not making no money because I get distracted because I have ADD. Not severe, but you took it to the point. It's more so like a sarcastic joke. But because I get distracted easily, now I'm not making no money to try and appeal to you. No. No, thank you. Hey man, my girlfriend. Yo, Solo is crazy. Yo, because I read that in that voice too. That's why I was laughing so long. Yo. So you're stupid, dog. I swear to God. Yo. Yo. Oh, man. Yo, that's hilarious. I'm literally in tears. Should I read it in the voice, SoFlo? Should I read it in the voice or no? Yo, I'm in tears. I'm sorry. Should I read this in the voice, SoFlo, or no, bro? Yes, okay. Hold on. I gotta stop laughing. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah. So I gotta shift the voice into what most people are thinking like this. So they're going. Sorry. Let me drink some water because that shit was hilarious. Oh my God. All right, hold on. Guys, because some people are probably thinking, yo, this dude right here has been running his mouth. What the hell is going on? Like, bro, my family's getting ready to leave me right now. Like, I'm down like $250,000 a year a day. I'm down to my last $300. Like, bro, what the fuck is so funny? Like, bro, what the fuck are you laughing over there about? So, like, there's some people watching this right now. Like, that's the position that they're in, and I understand that. So, like, I switch up the voice and they go, hey, man, you better stop talking, man. Press that goddamn button. Hey, man. Where's the Nokia? Hey, man. My girlfriend keeps calling me about this goddamn cell phone bill. I'm down to my last $25. You got a play that could turn $25 into $50,000 today? If not, I'm gonna unfollow you. You've been laughing a lot. No buttons being pressed. Better press that goddamn button. What the hell is going on over there? Did I tell you I was down to my last $25? I was at $500,000 earlier this month. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What the? And then I'll read it in the voice that SoFlo said. Hey, man, my girlfriend's husband says he's going to take us out for steaks once this Christmas rally hits. You got any plays? Hello? Yes, Jerome. Tell Samantha I'll be home. I'm listening to this idiot on TikTok, and I'm trying to make this $50 to play this cell phone bill. Jerome, yes, I'll hand you the money. Tell Samantha I'll be home. Tell her I love her. All right, I'll be back later. All righty. I'm listening to this idiot rant on TikTok. I'm waiting on him to press this goddamn button. Please don't beat me up. Hey, man. What phone is that? That's a 1994 Nokia. You don't remember that phone? That was before I was born. But they were still going on with those. But I'm not making fun of anybody's situation. That might be a situation for real. But it's just a funny kind of situation. I don't know. I don't give a fuck what you do in your spare time. This is not a zone to judge. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. If you got a girlfriend and she got a husband or a boyfriend, I don't give a fuck what you got going on, man. Who am I to judge? Shit. Diddy was a billionaire and shit. You see what he was doing. I don't care what you got going on. It's just funny because that's what people are thinking. Hey, man, you need to press that button. What are you doing over there? Hey, man, I told my mom to put her IRA into Ethereum, into Bitcoin at 150,000. It's down to 75,000 now. She only has $2,500 left. I did max leverage, and she sent me this text message this morning and said, "Fix the Bitcoin." What the fuck does that mean? So either you're gonna fix the Bitcoin and make it go up right here, right now, or I'm gonna unfollow you. My mom says I won't have a place to stay after this. So what the hell are you doing, man? Yeah, my mom sent me a text message and said, "Fix it now or you're out." What the fuck does that mean? Fix Bitcoin now? Yeah, exactly. Like, how the fuck am I going to fix it? Like, Ernie says, "Fix the Bitcoin now, Jimmy." Just fix the whole Bitcoin. Yeah, right. Like, wait, what? Like, bro, you didn't know what you was doing, bro. Anyway, now it's a running joke inside here. What the hell's that? The hell's up with that dude's rule? Fuck Binance. Fuck Powell. Fuck BlackRock. Oh, man, that's funny. Dylan Blockchain. Hey, you wilding out. Lock in, gang. Man, it's holy shit. It's 1:30. Oh, my goodness. Where did the time go? Goodness, cook Jimmy Cooks. Look what I saw. Yeah, man. Anyway, in any event, they're trying to shoot this. They're making people feel safe again. I think they're trying to shoot this. Guys, something strange happens to me. I'm getting ready to explain this to you. Something strange happens to me. I love this job so much that I don't want to leave. Like, I am literally willing to sit here and just talk to you guys all day and wait for trades instead of going to this doctor's appointment. But I know I gotta leave. I know I got to. So, guys, listen. I'm gonna say this: if you made money today, great job. If you lost money today, hey, what happened? The knowledge you can see that they're getting ready to shoot. If you don't know what the hell is going on, and you're sitting here watching this, and you're seeing these green and red numbers come across your screen, you can at least know and understand for $11. You will be given the right information, and then I know that you're going to want to join Discord afterwards, so you can learn and understand how people inside here are making money, changing their lives. That's it. Or just tune in for free for a little bit, and then it'll start to make sense. It's up to you. A knowledge community page link inside my bio. Discord link is inside my bio. Well, it's halfway down page 1. You got a Discord is hidden on purpose. Okay. We'll be live tomorrow, most high willing, at 9:10 a.m. from Discord, 9:35, 9:40 in the morning from TikTok to resume the same thing. And I normally trade live until 4 o'clock, but I got a doctor's appointment today. Okay. So I got to log off. I knew it would consolidate. Yeah, nah, man, I'm just goofing off. Okay. So, guys, listen, I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is what I told Discord this morning at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, and this is what I said last night for the pre-market trading plan. This market is trapped between these two zones. So I'm going to tell you this because I'm getting ready to log off. This market right now is trapped between these two zones. It is trapped between here, this circle, and this one. These are these two gap fills here. Everyone needs to have these alerts on their charts here. I told you this last night. And I said we need to watch how we react to this if we sweep this, but we swept this and we started bouncing to then come towards this. So this is clearly the magnet that they're trying to eclipse, just to let you know. This market on a multi-day time frame is stuck in a buy-side delivery program, so it is bullish until proven otherwise. It is still bullish until we take out 580 on the Qs, just to let you know, okay? Today was a simple okie doke flash shit, and then give up the, and then give up the moves for the people that like to long it up here and hold calls over the weekend into the holiday. But the market is still on autopilot. It's still trying to wake up. All righty. So I'll send out the pre-market trading plan this evening, and then we'll go over it at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning to make sure we're all on the same page heading into tomorrow. You will treat this like a profession. I will turn you into a high-level professional trader. You will, after a certain period of time, make life-changing money. Whether you want to get with it or not, we're going to uphold the standard. Are you willing to improve? That's up to you. In any event, we'll be live tomorrow. Oh, yeah, the most important thing. Guys, I know life is hard, and like I know it's not easy. And like I know that you're probably thinking, bro, that can't be me. I promise you, dozens of other people were in the same position as you were. They were like, bro, that can't be me. Because if you ask AC thought he was hopeless. I promise you, guys, I'm not going to pull up the message because I got to go, but I'll maybe do it tomorrow. But he sent it out, and I'll show you the screenshots. He was like, I was hopeless. I was lost, hopping between Discord to Discord and trying to pay for certain stuff and just trying to get stuff for free, trying to figure it out on my own. He's like, and then I came across this. That's just one of the examples inside here. And I had other people, the guy that made $30,000, you saw, he was like, man, I didn't know what I was doing. Before I came here, like, hey, man, like I made it now. We have dozens of these examples. So I know you're probably thinking, hey, man, like somebody making $25,000 to $30,000 in a day? Man, fuck no, that can't be me. I could never do that. I promise you can. You just got to be willing to learn and study. And I promise to God, you can do this. So this is the most important thing is this. I believe in you, okay? And I know you can do this. I am that one person that's going to believe in you, and I'm going to make sure that you get it. And we're going to uphold the standard until you accomplish that. And it might take you a month. It might take you 2 or 3 months. It might take the next person 2 or 3 months. And it might take you 5 to 6 months. But what's 5 to 6 or maybe 7 months of your time in order to make $1,500 to $2,000 a day to do whatever you want to do for the rest of your life? That's nothing. I promise you, time's going to go by regardless. So listen, I believe in you. And this is also another important thing. Life is hard. It's not easy. It's not. So I know you're going through some struggles. I know, you're like, man, like I got to save some money. I got to do X, Y, and Z. My process is real because I got a full-time job. And, I got multiple kids. And man, it's going to take me a little bit longer to learn. It's okay. I know life is hard. It's like I know you might get caught up in your everyday life. And like you might not even hear this from your spouse. You might not hear this from your brother, your sister, or your parents. When I say this, I mean this. I love you. And I promise you're going to get through it. All right? Got to be willing to learn and study a little bit. So, hey, man, I just met you. Yes, I love you. Hey, man, I'm still going to unfollow you because you weren't pressing that button. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I'm sorry. I love you. Still. Maybe tune in another day. But I love you. So was hilarious. Anyway, I seriously love you, man. So we'll be here live tomorrow at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning to go over the pre-market trading plan that you get delivered directly to your inbox every single day. At 9:35 in the morning from TikTok. All right, guys, I'm going to log off. I'll catch y'all later, man. Goodbye. DM me if you got any questions, though. Hey, guys, stay away from those scammers. Look at the name. If it's not me, and if you're ever confused, log in and be like, hey, man, was that you asking me for my social security card and my social security information inside my DM? Because I just sent you my debit card and There's a transaction for minus $15,000. Was that you? Are you gonna send me that 150,000 again? Ask me a question. I'll tell you that wasn't me. Just click that damn button, E. Hyper says, yeah, exactly. All right, guys, I gotta go. Third disappointment. I love y'all. Be safe.